Hey everyone, welcome back to the All Net Podcast. As always, your host, Adrian Ortega, joined by my co-host, Louis Azua.
You feel me, Lewis, in the cut?
Matt Childers.
Yo.
And if you're watching the visual, we have a little bit of a different setup. It's kind of covering Lewis's face. And I could.
We didn't want to see that either
but
way.
It's like,
face in this.
it's
That's
like,
crazy.
it's like episode 1 of this new setup. So we'll figure it out. Maybe we should have put your mic arm here.
Yeah, type.
Whatever. It's fine. We're already into the episode. You kind of see Lewis's face. You'll see
The
his
beautiful face.
his trolley bits.
We did, bro.
Before we get into the episode, number one, want to make sure everyone knows we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the support you guys show on every episode, every TikTok, every reel. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. If you want to see more content from us, link in the description down below, all of our socials. If you're on the YouTube, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're on the audio platforms, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast, leave a favorite, leave a review. Tell us what you think about us, and just let us know how we're doing.
Yeah, love is free. Remember that.
Yeah.
Hashtag love is free, though.
And and always show it if you can to us, if you want to, if you oblige. Okay, well, before I get into any basketball stuff, somber note. I woke up this morning. We all woke up this morning to news. Takeoff from the Migos passed away, sadly, at the age of 28. Very young, in a very senseless act. I think it was Halloween night. I'm not sure if it was in the morning. Confirmed dead this morning. Just rest in peace to Takeoff. Condolences
RIP.
to his family, to his friends. And you know, he was a big part of the Migos, and the Migos was a big part of culture, the scene for so long. And I know you all listen to Migos forever, you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So it just sucks to see another rapper go so young. So condolences first and foremost. That being said, in terms of the basketball stuff today, I didn't think we had a huge podcast planned today.
Got a huge Woj bomb.
Massive Woj bomb. So originally I was going to come here and I was going to be like, hey, are we worried about the Nets and the Clippers? Like, are we worried as them as their contenders? You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I don't know. But then today the Nets drop a fucking bomb on us. And it is reported that Steve Nash was fired. Mutually agreement. I say bullshit. He sucked. And I think he just got fired. But whatever. Mutually agreed to their release. No more Steve Nash in Brooklyn. Initially, I'm like, okay, this is good. Jock Vaughn's going to be the interim head coach. Don't know who they're going to hire. Whatever. Not even 30 minutes passed by, and it went from they're in talks with Ime Udoka to, oh yeah, Ime Udoka is the new coach of the Brooklyn Nets.
That's crazy.
And initially, I just want to get your guys' initial reaction to the move. We'll get into the meat and potatoes of it. Ime Udoka was a former assistant in Brooklyn, 2020, 2021, the first year of Steve Nash, the first year of KD really being playing there, and now he returns back after one season and taking the Celtics to the finals. What are your guys' initial reaction?
I love it for the Nets. I think, bro, we saw what he did last year for the Celtics. He took them to all-time best defense, took them to the finals on his first year. Now he's playing with more talent on offense, less talent on defense.
I agree.
But you have Kevin Durant, you have Kyrie Irving, you have Ben Simmons. You got shooters around them. Like, now you have pieces to work with.
I agree.
Now let's...
Yeah, thank God the Nets goddamn fired Steve Nash. That guy was so terrible.
No, for sure.
I literally was on my podcast notes for today. On my notes was I was gonna be like, I just don't think Steve Nash has the right scheme for this team. I don't think he's the right coach for this team. I don't think he's the right leader for this team in the locker room.
Ime Udoka is a perfect coach for this team.
I agree.
I ain't gonna lie. He has so many defensive pieces now. He has Ben, Royce O'Neal, all these guys, Nick Claxton. This is all gonna form around Kyrie and KD. He has that same tandem that he has basically in Tatum and Brown. With KD and Kyrie, and that's just a way better tandem.
I agree. And I think if we look at this move as strictly basketball, because there's still some outside air into this move that's surrounding it, and we don't know what the ramifications are. We'll get into it in a second. But strictly basketball, I think if the Nets were looking for a head coach and it wasn't to be Ime Udoka, I'm at work. I get this fucking Welch bomb. I'm thinking right now as I'm at work, and I'm thinking Mark Jackson. That's the guy I would bring in. He's a leader of a locker room. He's a culture guy. He's a character in that. He's a high character guy, I should say. And I think he'd be the perfect coach. Ime Udoka, second to none. I would have totally picked them. But the thing that comes with Ime Udoka is we had the huge scandal early in the summer, right before the season started. Ime was suspended for a whole year from the Celtics. Not by the NBA, that's by the Celtics. That's why he's able to coach the Brooklyn Nets, of course. And I don't know if I'm crazy for feeling that I'm worried about this. There was an ESPN article that released about the investigation. I don't know if you guys saw it. But I don't know if those ramifications of what happened in Boston will follow him here in terms of, not that like he's going to repeat the same action, but more as there's something else to that story that we don't know, and it might affect his role in Brooklyn. And I just don't know what you guys think about that. I don't know if that came across your mind. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think from the one year suspension, even though he didn't complete the 1 year suspension, I think like he trying to like realize like what's capable of happening if he does like fuck up on some things. So I think he's not gonna make the same mistake twice. I think he's just gonna be smarter about the way he's coaching and being more professional.
Lewis, what do you feel about?
I don't believe that like anything affects him with that. To be honest, I feel like he learned his lesson, and bro, all he has to do is just take that team to the chip, man. That's all they got him there for. They know his defensive mindset, how he's gonna affect that defense. Cause that defense is fucking terrible right now.
It's one of the worst defenses in the league, and it's hard to watch.
So with him there, you have KD, Kyrie is a better tandem than Tatum and Brown in a lot of senses. So I feel like he will lead that team to the chip.
Really, like a championship?
I feel like
I think. Well, here's what I'll say. Number one, I think they're in a better position today than they were yesterday for a championship. That's
100%.
That's basketball. Everything goes well. Nothing crazy happens. With on paper, which is what we've been saying about Brooklyn for 3 years now, they look good in terms of championship contenders, way better than they did with Steve Nash. I just don't. I have to believe it to see it, dude. Like I had to see it to believe it. Excuse me. Like I just don't believe in Brooklyn yet, and I'm a KD supporter. I'm a Ben Simmons supporter, Kyrie supporter, all big fans of their game, and I just don't see it.
I feel like Steve Nash wasn't the it to like push him.
I don't feel like he coached. Like he did anything coaching. It was all ISO, Kyrie, KD.
I don't disagree. I have it here in my notes. I wrote down. I was literally like, I said every possession is the toughest shot. This team would get the same results in a Celtics series if it started right now. That if the Celtics right now, they get swept. They wouldn't win a game. And then I wrote they can't stay in front of anyone defensively because they just couldn't. And there's just no rim protection there. Claxton is good, but he's not great at rim protecting. And then when Ben plays small ball 5, again, big Ben fan, self-proclaimed biggest Ben fan in the world, he cannot protect the rim. He's not a rim protector. That's not what he's never been that. He's had moments and flashes where he could.
So I'm hearing the Bam is a better defender talk right now. I think I'm hearing that. I
mean, if you want to talk about this Ben Simmons, 1,000%. I think 1,000% Ben is better than this Ben Simmons as a defender. Not even close.
Hey, bro, we clipping this.
But this Ben Simmons, I think this team is. If it had a Philadelphia Ben Simmons, we'd be talking about this team a little bit differently. I don't think.
I feel like Ime is gonna like mold them into that again.
I think. I mean, he could get close, but I think also.
He's the one that molded Robert Will, Marcus Smart, all these guys into deep POIs.
I just trust Ime to come up with a better scheme.
For sure.
1,000%. That's just.
I mean, bro, what Steve Nash was doing, you and me to do a better.
The bar is low. Okay, and you know what? I don't want to come on this podcast and shit on Steve Nash either.
The guy's shit.
He came
as a coach. As a coach,
shit on him, bro.
But he came into a situation that wasn't favorable for him at all. With everything that was going around.
You give me KD and Kyrie, I'm gonna work magic.
I mean, yeah, on paper, but we all know what happened with that team. Kyrie had this year off with COVID, and you hear it in and out. Everything off the court. James Harden doesn't want to be there anymore.
KD was like a fucking toe away from beating the Bucks.
Okay, but it just didn't work out.
Without Harden
and Steve Nash got outcoached that series.
Yeah.
Got outcoached in every playoff series they were in.
For sure.
Outside of the first Boston series where they didn't have Jaylen Brown, didn't have Marcus Smart.
You put me in that shit, I'm going to outcoach him.
I just think, I don't want to like wish anyone to be unemployed and like lose their job. I think it's not the best option for them anymore.
That guy's a millionaire. He don't care about being unemployed at this moment.
But I think he takes pride in being a coach. He takes pride in having that job. You know what I mean? So I can't say like, like fuck Steve Nash.
No, for sure.
But I don't think he's the best guy for the job. And that's how I put that. That's how I put it nicely.
He's a good assistant coach.
I think he should. I think he'll definitely have an option. I think there will be many roles as assistant coach for him.
For sure.
And if he wants to go, like again, think about
like
Jason Kidd.
Honestly, I think my team will get him as
You're my team?
Yeah, that's how bad he is.
Okay.
My team recruiting him right now.
You think about Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd did the same thing. Head coach of the Nets, got fired. Was the Bucks coach.
The Bucks.
And then he got fired. Then he went to the Lakers. He was on the Lakers bench. I think he might have done something before that, but he was on the Lakers bench. when they won that championship, and he got hired by Dallas later on, and that's now he's
and what he did in Milwaukee was like underrated. Like he helped out Giannis a lot.
Point Giannis, like it just Steve Nash. Now Kyrie and KD deserve blame for this because they're like, that's our guy, that's the guy.
Yeah, they're the reason why they hired Steve Nash.
Exactly, that's
they
what
need a scapegoat.
And I mean, he's definitely been the scapegoat this season so far, but also like that's the guy they picked, and I think a part of it probably was Sean Marks and Joe Tsai in the offseason when KD came to them and was like, reportedly, we're not going to, I don't want to throw any stories out there and make accusations, but reportedly, KD did not want Steve Nash on the team anymore after the offseason. He said, I wanted him fired.
Yeah, he wanted to get traded too.
And he wanted to get traded. Obviously, that big story was the big, story of the offseason was KD, where's KD going to go? But he wanted Steve Nash fired, and I think a big part of him not being fired, even though I think it's dumb because if anyone that was watching the Nets team before and after, but after meaning the start of the season, knew that Steve Nash isn't the head coach for this team. X's and O's wise and as a leader. But I think Sean Marks and Joe Tsai were like, well, KD told us to do it, so now we're not going to do it because KD told us. Like a little ass kid. You know what I'm saying? We're like, don't do this. And they're like, okay, that shit.
Yeah.
But real quick, I don't know if you guys saw this article. Woj tweeted it out. It's an ESPN article on the investigation they ran on Ime Udoka. I believe it concluded like September 30th or something like that. He says in this article real quick. Let me read a quick excerpt from this. Because I was reading it and I was like, okay, so maybe it's not as bad as I thought. But again, it's like kind of like vague language. So it says an independent law firm probe into the Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka found that he used crude language in his dialogue with a female subordinate prior to the start of an improper workplace relationship with the woman, an element that significantly factored into the severity of his 1-year suspension. So, essentially, it's kind of vague because he said he used crude language in his dialogue with a female subordinate, which means someone that's below him. But essentially, the reports before this was like it was a consensual relationship, reportedly.
For sure, yeah.
And then, well, I can't say for sure, but reportedly that was
it was rumored.
It was like that's where it was.
Like,
it wasn't saying it was inconsensual, but so we don't think he like reported a crime, like or then reported like committed a crime, like any sexual assault or anything like that. What this article goes on to say is that he pretty much, again, I don't know what crude language is. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
that seems very vague.
I have no clue.
But essentially, he violated team policy, and that was kind of the whole thing. So makes me feel a little less worried about an extra like, oh, Ime has this extra dirty secret of even worse of what we thought on the surface what the story was. So I'm not going to say he's in the clear, but you would hope that the Brooklyn Nets did their homework, right?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like he has more eyes on him now, so he's going to act more professional this time.
For sure.
But I don't think it's about him doing it again. I'm saying the full story is not out, and then the full story gets out, and it looks a lot worse than it was. That's my thing.
Yeah, but only time will tell. Like
that's what I'm saying. But like, if I can't trust Brooklyn because they've made the most boneheaded decisions over the last 3 years.
Yeah, you're asking like if they did the homework, if it's actually going to be that bad where they had to fire him or suspend him for like a certain amount of time. Honestly, man, they have to. I'm pretty sure they did. And I'm pretty sure the whole NBA knows what happened. Like all the players and the team and all that.
They just keep it like closed doors.
Yeah, they're just keeping it behind closed doors.
I don't know if everyone knows. I think at least maybe like the higher ups in the NBA.
I wouldn't say like everybody.
Like the executives, all the coaches and all that, all the presidents.
I wouldn't even say like all the coaches.
I would just say like
I would say
Adam Silver's like
Adam Silver's
the executives of the NBA type shit. Like executives of the NBA, not like any teams.
Maybe the Brooklyn Nets take their call and find out more information that we don't know.
I hope so. I would hope you do your homework.
That's the only team I really see that like would know that extra information.
Because again, like God forbid that you did that and then you just fuck yourself again because you didn't do your due diligence and you just fucked up your whole season again. But that being said, the whole extra. I mean, and then you have the whole thing with Kyrie and the whole press conference after the game. So it's like this team does not need any more bad press than it already has had.
For sure.
And that's what I'm scared of. So hopefully,
well, the whole team's a mess, man.
But there's a guy that we think could probably See, but again, I don't want to put that big of expectations on Ime to be like, oh yeah, just round up the troops.
Well, he did it.
But he did it with a Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Do you think those are as like
He has that
difficult to round up like a KD or Kyrie?
I don't think it's that difficult. You have 2 offensive superstars, and you have your defense.
I mean,
See, you're talking about basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball is the easy part.
Outside of basketball, like Kyrie's,
Oh, you're talking about
like how Kyrie is,
Of
how
course.
KD is,
Yeah,
like
I guess but people blow his statements out of proportion. To be honest, so that's why.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes Kyrie's just like on some fuck shit. We're like, okay, we're mind. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. Let's reanalyze what we just said, Kyrie, and then let's go at it a different way. But at the same time, whether you think or anyone thinks that Kyrie's being like misinterpreted or read the wrong way or he's being labeled as something or whatever, there's always a story following him, positive or negative. For KD, the same thing. KD to a lesser extent, obviously, because Kyrie's a lot more outspoken than KD. But with that in the back of your minds, we're like, okay, Kyrie and KD are always like in some
locker
shit.
room cancer type shit. I feel you.
Again, that's a strong term. I don't want to call them locker room cancers, but it's like
They really
it's
are,
like
to
a
be
thing.
honest. Like I don't find Kyrie being like his statements are always blown out of proportion, so I don't see him really dumb or anything. He's just a locker room cancer though. Every team he goes to, he's literally the main attention in it.
Yeah, but again, I don't want locker room cancer is tough. I wouldn't say locker room cancer. There's like locker room cancers out there that are like actually bad for the team.
Like who?
Like for not everyone's always that, but like there's people that make a story. Like James Harden last year was locker room cancer.
Yeah,
For
bro,
the
the
Nets.
fat fuck.
No, but I'm like,
hey, bro, that's
like,
my fantasy player, bro. Watch how you talk to him like that.
He not him.
like for real though. Like he was a locker room cancer where you could just tell on his he just didn't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I think Kyrie's a locker room again. Not call. I don't want to. That's a tough term to put on somebody. Fair enough for like if you called Kyrie a locker room cancer, I wouldn't be like, whoa, chill out. But also like I wouldn't do that. That's not who I envision Kyrie to be. I feel like Kyrie and Westbrook right now have the same effect on their team. Where like everything's a story, everything's focused around Westbrook.
Yeah, but Kyrie goes out and produces 36 or 35. Where like Westbrook is just
again, but outside of basketball, what Kyrie does is equivalent to what Russell Westbrook does inside of basketball.
For sure, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think everyone would call Russell Westbrook a locker room cancer, but I guess
Westbrook just basketball cancer. That motherfucker sucks.
It's been a circus in Brooklyn for so long. I just hope that with a guy like Ime at the helm, which by the way you had on your assistant coach staff, and you decided to just not. Okay, actually, here's another point that I wanted to bring up. Because again, I talk about like, okay, we maybe they did the due diligence. Maybe Ime isn't actually like in that much deep shit. Again, we do not know, and I'm not going to say that's for sure because we do not know. Why would Boston willingly give up Ime Udoka to their division rivals? I'm having a Windhorse moment for a second. Like, why would they do that? Like, I cannot. Again, he's suspended for a year and he ruined your team policies. Understood. He just took you to the finals. You just went to the finals with this guy.
Yeah, you're giving him up to a division rival, exactly.
Division rival contender. And like everyone's like, oh, they kind of need
because
a
they
leader.
probably know something behind the doors, man, and that's why they probably gave him up because they already knew something else was gonna happen, and they just gave it to the Nets so they could end up firing Steve Nash, having to go to this head coaching situation. You bring in Ime Udoka. Next week we see motherfuckers suspended for like 2 years, and we're like, damn, bro, what the hell just happened? And now the Nets are back to square one where they have to get another coach.
I'm just saying again. I'm thinking along the same lines you are, where like there might be some extra shit down here.
I do believe that maybe the Celtics are playing chess and then not playing checkers.
Maybe that, but I'm saying like it's scary, but I think it's worth the risk at this point with this team.
We might be all just be making up some random shit, and then all
we
of a
don't-
sudden
again,
the
we don't
Nets
know.
are in the finals right now.
But-
they all holding their flags.
Again, that
Ime.
could happen, but I think these are valid questions to be asked.
No, for sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I just think these are questions that need to be asked. That being said, basketball-wise, as a Ben Simmons fan, KD fan, Kyrie fan, and a Nets supporter, not a fan. Shout out my Bulls. I'll play them tonight.
Don't y'all play the Nets tonight?
Yeah, we do. It's Nets Bulls.
Damn.
No Ben Simmons though, which makes me kind of sad because I really wanted to be like a double whammy.
Yeah,
watch
but,
Ben
but
and
DeMar
watch
just
Bulls.
clapping the shit out of these motherfuckers. Yeah.
If it were Steve Nash, I would take the over on every single Bulls player because he can't guard anybody. So, like Vucevic is about a fucking munch crazy tonight, like triple double, like watch, like
Damn, bro, I should took this over.
did you make parlay already?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
DeMar's over.
What's the line?
24.5.
Oh, I mean literally like, in my sleep. Bro.
Wait, what?
24 point. Bro, I showed you.
24 points?
24.5. Well, yes, he gets 25.
Yeah, I'd take that all day.
In my sleep, I'd hammer that shit. I'd put all my money.
You know how hammer the under on? Zach fucking Levine, he's trash.
So like, where does that come from? Like, what just happened?
That
Zach's on a knee injury now. He's just garbage. Like, I don't get it.
bro's always injured.
Nah,
though.
bro, you
Pisses
messed
me
up my parlay, bro. I'm trying to beef with him.
Yeah, I mean it happens, but
I just need 2 points, and he went 0 for 5 in the last 5 minutes.
yeah, that was tough. That was tough. He did miss some open good looks. It was a fun game though. I had a lot of fun watching it.
No.
We came
Oh
back.
yeah, I did not have fun watching
if
it.
the Bulls just stopped going down 19 in the first quarter, like we would actually be like a good team. But like this is what we do. We're just like, okay, actually let's just throw Adrian a little bit. Let's go down like 20 and then come back.
Yeah, and they always get clapped by like, some random ass player. They have like Garrett Temple go for like 50 points out of random.
Yeah, but
wasn't he a former Bull?
yeah, he was. Shout out
Revenge
Gary Temple.
season.
He was not that great for us.
I remember last year I was watching the goddamn Bulls play, and I remember Aaron Gordon was just straight up fucking clapping us. Like
Aaron Gordon had a massive game.
Yeah, it was massive.
That's
I'm
tough.
just like,
He had
yo,
like 28 points.
yeah, it's like just random players that decide to ball against us. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, it literally just makes no sense.
I don't think there's any like worse feeling than like hopping on 2K and seeing like a player moment card, and it was just like he destroyed your
Yeah, you
team.
just shit on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a sad point of this. But we won that game though. That was in Denver.
It's like, let's give Aaron Gordon a Galaxy Opal after clapping the shit out of the Bulls. It's like, yo, what?
I forgot who like fucked us up. Oh, Klay Thompson back in the day dropped like 62 on us early in the season. Like,
no way. He's the one that dropped 62 on y'all?
yeah, like I think that was 18, 19.
That's crazy.
Headband Klay came in 62 in the United Center. He
Yeah.
like lost by 30, and he had like a pink diamond.
Hassan Watson, bro.
No, not only did he have a pink diamond, it was like one of the best cards in the game. Like, it
And
was just
also, like,
disgusting.
Trae Young owns the Bulls as well. Like, he, like,
Joel Embiid.
Well, no, he doesn't own Alasuma now. It's a different era.
yeah.
We fucked up Trae Young last year. We beat him like 3 times.
But Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he's 12-0 against us. I don't even know how we went down this rabbit hole. Now we're just shitting on the Bulls. This is insane.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
We were close to winning though.
How'd you feel? Like, did you see Joel's post after he beat the Bulls?
No, I didn't.
No.
No, what he did
Party said, let's bring them
He
on.
put a caption on like Aaron Rodgers.
against the
Like,
Bears.
Yeah, like you know how Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears,
Mm-hmm.
and like so like he owns like the Bulls.
That's crazy.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Number one, Joel Embiid. I don't hate anybody in the NBA. Fuck Joel Embiid though. Don't. I'm not a. If there's anyone that I go against and I'm like watching the Bulls, like I want to beat Joel Embiid so bad. But you know what? I can't argue against it because he beat us 12 times. Now, is half of that rebuilding these seasons? Yeah, it is. Am I gonna hold that over him? Yeah, I am.
Hey, bro, Tyler Hero was undefeated against y'all until this
That's
year.
not true.
Yeah, he is. He was
Yeah,
like he's 6-1 or 5-1 now.
So he's not undefeated.
Was undefeated.
Yeah.
Until,
we
like,
came into your
Yeah,
house
and
and
then
beat your
DeRozan
ass.
hit the hell nah shots on y'all, bro.
Fucked you up. I mean, we could have won that game though against the Sixers the other day, but like they didn't call late game foul on DeRozan, and then Caruso got the steal to tie the game, and then just missed a 3.
Bro, I saw like a Caruso highlight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He like dives like half court,
Oh, he like gets up and
Gets up. strips the ball, gets offensive rebound. I mean, get the defensive rebound, and then
His
like comes
energy,
back
bro.
and makes a dunk.
I just love Caruso. Like,
I wish that he had Caruso.
Fuck out of here. He would never play for
Bro,
your
he's a
sorry-ass
hero, bro.
franchise. No,
He's
he's
a-
fucking
he's a
not.
hero.
Nah, he literally
bro.
has heat energy, though.
He's a Bulls.
He's a
He's a
hero.
Bulls player for life.
No, he's a
And
hero.
he's staying here for life. Imagine if we
Like-
had
like
Lonzo
if Caru-
Ball.
Bro,
if Caruso
Pat Riley would
modeled
love-
someone, he modeled like a heat energy all day.
Why is that heat energy? Why
That's
can't it
heat
just be like
culture,
a
bro.
good like role player energy? Like what is that?
He told you.
Y'all need some of what Caruso has right now.
Yeah.
Y'all locking that shit. So
No.
it's not heat culture. It's just Caruso's just
No,
the best
bro,
player. On your
it's like,
fucking
he
team.
has to be a hero.
He's never gonna be a heat player, and I want you to know that. He's just not.
Yeah,
happening.
and then treat the electrons and the Caruso's a hero.
Um,
And then we coming back to the slip.
That being said, shout out the Nets for making a good move. That's where we started, I guess. I'm still not confident in the championship. But
Okay, what do you have to know? Are they a third round team? Or are they conference finals? Are they still first round or two?
It's so hard to tell, man.
Or do they even make the playoffs?
Okay, stop. They're making the play. I mean, listen, if it wasn't for like The Pacers shot 50% from three the game before. Mind you, a lot of them are open looks. Okay, but still, they shot 50% from three, and then they like shot 28 the last game. So we just knew they had a hot shooting night.
Yeah.
And Benedict Matthews was a
And
superstar.
Tyrese Halliburton didn't do anything yesterday.
No, he didn't. He was, but again, the game before he was fucking just fucking throwing everything. It was insane. In terms of where I had the Nets now, I think they can make a second round. That's as far as I'd put them until I see it. Like just on paper,
The Bulls are better.
no,
Bulls are better than Nets.
Yeah.
no chance.
Yeah. All day.
I would not take us in a series.
I will take
against the Nets.
I'll take the Rosen all day.
I don't know why. Like, what has he shown you? That's like, yeah, he's the guy,
him, bro.
Yeah, but like, you gotta understand, like, he doesn't like. We don't have enough shooting for that. They're gonna do the same thing the Bucks did last year.
Yeah, but the Bucks don't have a goddamn Giannis.
The Bucks do have. That's exactly.
Yeah,
what
My
it is.
bad. The
That's exactly what they have. Is a Giannis.
The Nets don't have a Giannis.
I would say they do.
Yeah, don't bring in Ben Simmons in the same topic as Giannis.
He wears
Nah.
He wears number 10.
Nah.
I don't know about that.
I'm
No,
sorry,
no,
bro.
no,
Even like being for like
No,
nah.
actually,
And like the other defenders around in the Nets are not like as capable as the Bucks. Like Brooke was there, Drew, Wesley Matthews, all these.
and you know what?
motherfuckers
This is a great segue because I want to talk about the Bucks a little bit because they're the only last undefeated team in the NBA.
for sure.
Yeah, last time we recorded, they only played 2 games.
Yeah, now
so
I
like
think
we
they're-
couldn't get
I think they're
another.
6-0.
Now they're 6-0. Yeah.
They have the best defense in the league, and
Giannis averaging like 30 and 14 or
It's
something.
like 34, 14, 6, 2 blocks. It's fucking ridiculous.
Is Giannis winning MVP again?
I think he can. And I wanted to ask you, again, I love that you asked me that question because I wanted to ask you guys.
I already know what the hell you're gonna say because
Hold on.
I saw this
Hold
tweet
on.
on Twitter, bro.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, I already know what's coming.
Hold on. Here's my question. And I just want to frame this very, very simply. Okay? Number one, I had Giannis in my finals for MVP. Not going to toot my own horn because he was number 2. And it's only 6 games this season. But it could happen. There's another MVP candidate that he picked to win it all, who's definitely
Luka.
in the race.
For
And
sure.
we'll get to him because we have to get to him
For
because if we
sure.
don't get to him, it's disrespectful.
For sure.
But let's get ourselves in the mode. Let's take ourselves into a world where Giannis wins his 3rd MVP, wins a championship, Defensive Player of the Year. Which, listen, if you think this is so what the fuck, it's not.
No, I saw
It isn't.
I already know what I was gonna ask because I saw
Because he's in DPOY. Okay, right now he's probably the DPOY if the season ended today. He's MVP if the season ended today, and we all know they could get the championship because they don't even have Chris Middleton yet. No Pat Connaughton, no Chris Middleton. It's pretty impressive. And let's say they beat the Warriors in the finals, right?
That'd be crazy.
I think there's a world where we're like, damn, is this guy like
The GOAT?
like the GOAT? Like, is he the... Listen, the podcast wasn't around, but I made a statement during the Boston Celtics Bucks series amongst my friends and some Giannis haters. And I said that I think Giannis has GOAT potential. I think he's in the GOAT conversation already, and at the very minimum. And I think, obviously, it's hard to convince other people when he's only won one ring, and it's a lot of ring talk. But if those things happen, let's say, because my finals pick is a Warriors-Bucks finals. So if that happened and they beat the Warriors, is there a serious conversation about to happen where you're like, wait, is Giannis actually like a top 5 player of all time?
I think the best 2 players in the NBA that could do is obviously Giannis and Luka.
To beat the Warriors? Or just to win a
No,
championship?
just to be top 5 players of all time.
Right now? Well,
And when the careers all said and done.
you think Steph could do it? Like 5 rings, unanimous MVP, 2-time MVP. Could win a 3rd. He's playing really well. He's playing really, really good. The Warriors just 3 and 4. They're not that great right now. But he's averaging 30.
He can, but Giannis isn't coming with the Defensive Player of the Year trophies,
He has that other side of the ball.
Yeah,
But also Steph's more iconic than Giannis.
for sure.
So it's well, I mean, I'm glad we had this conversation. Let me go over here real quick.
I played the fifth. I already knew it was going to be.
Bro, I wish I had a Giannis jersey.
what
Be
was
like,
it-
yo, can I borrow a jersey? I want to give
just-
Giannis.
I just want to know what you think. Cause, okay, actually, if you want, you can go into this. You're not the biggest Giannis guy. I would say you're not even a Giannis guy, period, at all. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if you have an origin story behind it or if it's just a big troll.
But hold up. He
Yeah.
wants to live in Greece at some point of his career.
Who, Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah, I want to live in Greece.
You're not welcome there.
But he doesn't like Giannis.
I think they would like beat you up.
No, I don't think they will.
No, they would like be like, oh, that's the guy. Get him.
It's like he's just jealous of Giannis. Just he lives in Greece.
They would start beating you over the head with yogurt and shit.
Like
Greek yogurt.
He wants the nickname of the
Greek
Greek
yogurt.
Freak.
That's crazy dick writing. You want to be the Greek freak?
No, I don't know about that. I'll be the American freak, but not the Greek freak.
The American freak does not roll at the tongue like Greek freak. But what do you think about that scenario?
I
If
plead
they,
the fifth on that, man.
well, that'd be great if you didn't have a fucking microphone in front of your mouth. So what do you think? Genuinely, what do you think? And if you really don't want to answer it, tell me why you just don't like
No,
Giannis.
I got you. So I said I already knew this question was gonna be asked because I saw his goddamn tweet on
Because
Twitter.
I'm such a good podcaster that you knew this was gonna happen and you just felt the energy. And go ahead.
Is that I saw you like the goddamn tweet, so I was like, yeah.
I mean, listen, you know where I stand on this conversation. You know
if
how
he
I feel about
wins
it.
another MVP and DPOY, even if he doesn't make the finals, he doesn't have to make the finals. He already has conversations of being a top 10 player of all time.
I think he's a top 10 player of all time right now.
Right now. Name me 9 players better than him right now.
No, that's
I mean, that will still be in.
yeah, he'd be
Top
in the top
10.
10.
No, but name me 9 players like better right now. I could like add someone else.
Like okay, let me ask you. I'm just gonna give you some fringe top 10 guys.
Okay, got you.
Okay,
Go.
Kevin Durant or Giannis. Give me Giannis.
Yeah, give me honest. Okay, but
Okay, yeah, I'll take Giannis.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go for modern guys real quick. Okay. James Harden. Sorry, he was definitely gonna say.
hold on, I
My bad. I didn't mean James Harden. Kawhi Leonard or Giannis. Similar accolades. One more ring for Kawhi.
That's tough.
Kawhi Leonard.
I think peak for peak, no chance.
Kawhi Leonard.
At his peak, Giannis is better than Kawhi. And again, it's hard to. Again, Kawhi is very, very good, and his resume speaks volumes. But I'm gonna tell you this: Kawhi beat the Warriors in the finals on the Raptors first year. Is Kawhi that? Again, that finals run was insane. He beat Giannis that run. A young Giannis, but a young.
He beat
MVP
the
Giannis.
Jimmy Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, and he beat the Magic
That's
with
so
DJ
tough.
Augustine and Vucevic. A big accomplishment. He beat the Warriors with no KD.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Game 1 Magic are like the best team in the
They were
NBA.
so goated. They won in the bubble and they won.
They're
it's pretty
nasty,
insane.
man.
I think Giannis is a better leader. I think peak for peak, he's a better player. I think if we look at the playoff runs that they both won a championship, where we both look at it, you think of the Bucks where 2021 Bucks were playing where the Raptors were, they wouldn't just win that championship too? 1,000% they would. That's my opinion. Again, you can disagree. I'm just thinking logically. Could the Raptors win the Bucks ring? Again, I think they could. But if we look at it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to pick, pluck hairs here. Kawhi's a great defender. Giannis, this might be a hot take, is a better defender than Kawhi is. Peak for peak. No, that might be, again, hot take, maybe. Kawhi, better perimeter defender. He cannot hold a candle to Giannis's rim protection. And if you think about the finals, think about those finals. Who had a better, more iconic finals? Giannis did. The block on Aiden, the alley-oop, 50 points in the closeout game, 17
finals,
to 18 free throws. Those are 3 different games.
I'll give him the finals, but I won't give him the playoff run. I think Kawhi had a better historical playoff run.
Again, I understand, but I think there's a conversation.
Kawhi Leonard.
But I think
Well, why? Tell me why.
I'm just kidding. I'll take Giannis.
I mean, if you feel like it's Kawhi, tell me Kawhi.
No,
but like if you
I
don't,
I
let's talk about it.
I don't feel like it's Kawhi.
So I think
I
you really
wanna
don't
lean-
feel like it's Kawhi.
Nah, you just got me on a mic, so you caught me lacking, bro.
I
How
wanna-
did I catch you lacking?
I want to lean on Kawhi. It's a coin toss.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna lean on Kawhi just because I've never seen like somebody like fear like Kawhi as like to Giannis. Bro, I did not that made no sense.
No, I know what you're saying.
Bro, you are prime LeBron James, making faces watching Kawhi checking the game.
Okay.
Nobody has done that to Giannis. Nobody's feared Giannis as people fear Kawhi.
I disagree.
Who
And
has
you know
feared?
what? You know what?
I think the Suns.
Here's my point. Okay. Giannis has been not as respected as Kawhi. And again, you might think this is okay, maybe this is crazy. This is how I genuinely feel. International players don't get the same respect American players do.
For sure.
Kawhi, American, Giannis, international.
Except for Luka. I don't know. Everybody loves Luka.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. might be.
We know he
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, brother. It's just gotta be. Okay. I just think like Giannis doesn't get the same respect. And think about what James Harden would go on live TV and say.
I agree.
He just dunks.
I agree.
That's insane. They don't respect him.
I agree. R2 square.
The bullshit. Like that's what they think it is. But in reality, he's the most dominant player in our era. Not even close.
For sure.
I think again might be a hot take. Do I want to say this?
Say it.
I'm gonna clip it if it happens.
I just wish Kawhi was like healthier.
I can already see the vision that he's about to say. I just know it.
Giannis should be the Nets best.
Nah, what? No, I'm thinking just on pure dominance of the game. Just dominance. Like Giannis is just as dominant as Shaq. And if we just talk about straight dominance, it's hard to say because he affects the game in so many different ways. Okay? But like he's LeBron level dominant. In my opinion, he's LeBron level dominant. Kawhi is not LeBron level dominant. He's great. Very great. Greater than KD in many senses.
I just feel like we haven't seen like Kawhi like in so long that like it's kind of like flushing away. Those memories of Kawhi being dominant is flushing away.
Maybe. But look, well, I just want to get your take on it. You think he can be a top 10 player with that? I mean, I think he could be a top 5 player.
I'm about to get put in a clip.
Just talk. Listen. This is our platform.
Yeah.
You got a microphone right here. It's recording. It's rolling. Just talk. Just tell me what you think. We're talking basketball. It's not going to be the end of the world. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Think about everything I just said. I could look like a fucking idiot in 2 months, 3 months, because Giannis is just a fucking trash. He's not. But like it could blow up in my face.
No,
but this is where we grow as podcasters and basketball talkers. So just talk. Just say what you got to say. This is where we have discussions. And
then I get clip for this. All right,
there's no clips.
So look,
I just got clip for the Kings.
I just know, because no team has like built like the Giannis wall, like what it was like for like any other player.
Look, bro.
So look, even though like I told you it was like close,
but I feel like I'm convincing you guys. You guys you're not pushing back.
I mean, I still, bro. Like I said, like maybe it's just like Kawhi hasn't been like playing for so long that it's just like flushing away a memory of him.
All right, so
talk. Go ahead. Talk your shit, bro.
I've already come to myself, come forward, and I already said that I'm gonna get put in a clip for this for the rest of my life.
I mean, you can.
Giannis,
maybe you're correct.
Giannis is really feared. When you said that he wasn't as feared as Kawhi, I think he's more feared than Kawhi in every aspect because the motherfucker could defend anybody in the goddamn league.
For sure. But like,
you
never seen LeBron be like...
He could play me. He had a 3-point shot. Like, he was making at least like 1 3-pointer a game. Everybody was like, yo, what the fuck is Giannis doing? Is he really going to be...
Giannis, if he makes 2 threes a game, he's the greatest player of all time.
He's the greatest player of all time, guaranteed. So, when he started making a 3-pointer, everybody was like, yo, what the fuck is going to happen? His playmaking's superb. One of the best playmakers in the game right now.
Facts.
His defense, nobody touches him in defense.
He's spitting.
His dominance on offense, we already know.
And what? He's struggling through this. He's just struggling through this. Why is it so? Why are you so hesitant to give Giannis his flowers?
Nah.
What is it?
Because then it gives it to you, so I'm like, I can't do that.
How? What the fuck is this?
Nah.
What is this? What does this mean? Just because I like Giannis, now I can't. Now you can't just praise Giannis. I praise DeMar DeRozan all the time. He plays for my team.
He could easily be top 5.
It's not the same.
He could easily be top 5.
Yeah.
Wow. This is ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know this. Well, again, we've only been doing this for 5 episodes. Glad you could join us. This is he's been anti-Giannis for as long as I can remember. I mean, he's not as anti. We had other people that said that he's like Paul George is better than Giannis. There was a guy out there that said that. He's also in a sane asylum right now. So he can't be on the podcast to like prove himself. But there's people out there that thought Paul George was better than Giannis, and that Giannis had no bag, so he was ass. Look at you now, idiot. Okay.
O'Neal's like,
I was gonna. He's like, dude, what do you say? Fuck me for, bro. Again, we just talked about Giannis for 13 minutes. I think he's MVP. I'm glad you know. I think with that kind of run, we can see him be a top 5 player. Like GOAT potential. Glad you agree with me in certain ways. This is very rare. But I want to talk about the guy he actually faced last night. Again, top defense in the league. Everything. I don't know how much you guys caught of this game. I didn't watch the Rocket Clippers game, which I know My boy PG was balling out.
I'm not gonna lie. The only game I watched was the Rockets and Clippers game.
Dude, I actually haven't watched any Rockets game at all. So I'm sorry.
So you
I'm
would
sorry,
go up to
Rockets.
like the group chat
yeah,
of me and him, be like,
he was
yo,
he was just like, oh my god, Paul George. Oh my
Paul
god.
George is so nasty. You know, like yo,
It's like he just discovered who Paul George was. I'm like, what the fuck is
No,
this?
but like, that game was crazy. Like, he was watching that shit. That shit
yeah.
was like,
no, he had like 90 fantasy points. He had like 6 steals. It was insane.
no, like I've watched PG a lot, so I'm like, yeah, he's like nasty, but dude, like what he was doing yesterday was crazy. Like, bro, this nigga, he literally came up, fast break. He literally pulled up, stopped, hit a step back, and like, I said Zubac. I think it was Sengun. Like he hit it like straight up in his fucking mouth. I was like, what the fuck? And then he comes down and gets a steal on like KPJ. I'm like, bro, this guy's just ridiculous.
I have to go back and watch that full game. I haven't watched any Rockets games at all. To be completely blunt, I haven't watched any.
Nah, and it was a back and forth game the whole time.
And the Clippers were like, they're disappointing me. We'll
Yeah,
talk
and
about
you know
what
who
you think about the
disappoints me
Clippers.
even more. Okay, before we like get into anything, Jalen fucking Green, you suck dick. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
He sucks.
You know, it's actually a great segue because he's been pretty. He's been. People thought he was gonna come out, you know, guns blazing and like have build on his second in his first
That's
year.
what I was high on that.
Yeah, and you know it can still happen. It's still early, obviously.
For sure.
I want to talk about his counterpart in that draft. The number one pick that draft. Cade Cunningham, number one. Let's just.
He's the best player in that draft.
Cade Cunningham has become. I love watching Giannis. Love watching KD, Kyrie, Ben. When healthy Ben, love watching healthy Ben. DeMar, such a joy to watch. Zach, when he's healthy, is a joy to watch. Love basketball in general. Cade Cunningham's my favorite player to watch right now. Not even close. What he did over this last week, he beat the Warriors, near triple-double, and then he went to Giannis' house and took it to them. Like, took it to them. It came down to the final possession. I have the stats here in front of me, and I want to just make sure that
I actually had a parlay on Cade yesterday. I
on
took his
KD?
rebounds on Cade.
On Cade?
Yeah,
What did
I
he
took his
get for
rebounds.
you?
Yeah, he did it. And
Fine.
Cade we trust.
Facts. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I've been on the Cade train since he was in OSU and he was coming into the draft. And actually the last time we recorded, I was talking about the Hawks and the Pistons. I think the Pistons ended up winning that game, or they were close. They might have lost by like 5 or some shit.
No, I think the Hawks won both.
Yeah, but like it was like what I said was like when we were talking about betting on that game, I was like, if Cade gets his shit together because he was like not shooting the ball well, watch out. Let me give you the stat. In the first 4 games of the season, Cade Cunningham, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists on 38% from the field. The last 4 games, which include, if I'm not mistaken, the Bucks, the Warriors, and I believe it's they didn't play the Hornets. Hold on. I mean, I want to make sure that I have this completely correct. Because again, I just been like, I go out of my way to watch Pistons games because I love Cade
Doc, I know the Warriors faced the Hornets, so that's it.
They faced the Hornets. That's right. They played the Bucks, the Warriors, and the Hawks twice. In one of the Hawks games, he has a career high of 35, and he puts up near triple-double. So he plays the Hawks twice, the Warriors, and the Bucks. All 4 teams, playoff teams.
Oh, all 3 teams, yeah.
2 of them, or all 3 teams, playoff teams. 2 of them, championship contenders. In his last 4 games, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 50% from the field. And he's shooting 52% from the mid-range. He has a mid-range game now. He's not like he's always played with his own pace, but his pace is just so good right now. It's like you could just tell he's confident. And to be honest, I think Ivy and him have complemented each other so well. Dwayne Casey's now staggering their minutes. Like it'll be Cade for a little bit. He'll sit Ivy, Cade for the rest of the first quarter, then Ivy will come in later.
Is it not a Dwayne Casey, Kyle Lowry, and DeMar DeRozan type growth?
Well, they literally have to play like that because I think I mentioned his name earlier in a couple of podcast episodes ago. Killian Hayes is just bad at basketball. And like I like Killian Hayes and I want him to be good. He just doesn't really offer anything outside of his jersey number and like a defense possession.
Nah, he's trash.
So I'm just like, again, I don't want to shit on him, but like, dude, like it's bad. It's just really bad. But I just want to shout out my boy, dude. He balled out.
The team is nice though. They have
Bogdanovic has been balling out.
I was gonna say Bogdanovic because bro, yeah, he's like my
He's been
parlay.
He's been shooting crazy.
He's a cheat with him in parlays, bro.
Yeah.
Always take his overs, bro.
What do you take his over on? Like
Points.
3 points or
points and fantasy story.
His shoot, it's insane that Bogdanovic gets there and like his shooting. I mean, I didn't think.
I said this though.
Well, I'm saying I think Sadiq's still been like in the offense, still playing decently well, but like Sadiq's not the shooter Bogdanovic is. And like obviously I knew that going in. I just know that they're gonna like prioritize the young guys, and like people didn't know are they gonna trade Bogdanovic at the deadline, like just make him play. They gave him a contract extension now.
Yeah, he's
So
part
now
of the team. Like,
he's part of the team. He's going to be building with this team for the next few years at least, which is great because I think his shooting is desperately needed on this
for
team.
sure.
They can't shoot outside of him. It's bad. So K just looked for him, and they played. He's so smart. Like he just gets it. So it's like they just mesh so well. I just watched that team. Like, just imagine like instead of Killian Hayes, you had like a Tyus Jones behind them, and then like you have
get into like a playoff team, bro.
You have like I mean, he's been kind of bad, but like maybe like a Norman Powell, like as a shooting guard or something. He's been bad this season, but like, you know, like just different pieces.
Yeah, someone like
please don't bring up Norman Powell, bro.
He's been okay. Well, actually, I want to bring him up for a second because to segue, I don't know if you guys have anything. If you're watching Cade, I just want to say that Cade is.
I've been keeping up with the Pistons because of my parlays. Bojan is my cheat code. I've done a lot of trades. Trades he's a watching chip with over 28 and 8 type.
I was worried there for a little bit. He's on my fantasy team.
Honestly, like if I was the Pistons, I'd hit up the Kings and try to get Terrence Davis. In my opinion,
Terrence Davis is decent. I just think they need to get like they have like Burks hasn't played for them yet.
Like Terrence Davis is like honestly like a good ass shooter, so it'll be like perfect 2-guard and off the bench.
Kevin Huerter, like how he's playing this season, dude. Like
that's another guy. He's just balling for no reason.
He's been balling out, and Fox just got hurt too. I'm just run. I'm so sad. My fantasy team.
My parlay went to shit because of that.
Because he just left out there.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for him, I'd have won 5 for 5.
No, yeah.
Another team that's really been like.
But Mitchell stepped up.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Yeah,
Davion Mitchell.
I mean, I was on Damian Mitchell.
I don't care about no Davion Mitchell.
We were talking about the Kings.
Goddamn Mitchell.
Well, I had the Cavs in my thing. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They have the best defense in or not best. They have a top 5 defense in the NBA.
Yeah, they have Wade.
Yeah, Dean Wade is just D
yeah.
Wade.
Hold on.
D Wade.
No, not Dean Wade. We talking about Donovan Mitchell.
Dean Wade. Not
Oh
D
no,
Wade.
they have D Wade.
Yeah, they have D Wade.
No, they literally have D.
No. Dean Wade.
No, but it's like D.
Yeah,
D
but
Wade.
like there's only one D Wade. There's only one D Wade.
Only one Wade. It's right here.
What just happened? I can't even give Dean Wade his flowers without like.
Is that Dean Wade?
We gotta give Spider his goddamn flowers.
Okay, yeah, talk about him. I mean, you've been. He's on your fantasy team. He's balling out.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. The guy's averaging damn near a fucking triple double. He's doing goddamn spin around dunks, looking like Wade in his goddamn prime. Dude, and he's literally waiting his prime with a goddamn shot. Well, obviously not the defense and all that, but
he's been better defensively.
He's so electric.
He's been. I think like he's like more locked in than I've ever seen him. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, he's way better defensively because the same thing happened with DeRozan though. DeRozan was terrible like defense. He's still terrible defensively, but like when we had Lonzo and Caruso, you saw that DeRozan was like.
You saw like that for
it's infectious.
Yeah, it's infectious, and I think he was like one of the best off-ball defenders like in the start of the season, right? DeRozan. He was like his rating was there.
Yeah, he was good. He has moments where he plays really well. Like he makes defensive plays, but like.
I feel like the same thing's happening with Spider now, where he's like.
I mean, we talked about it in our previews, and you're worried about their defense. I mean, they don't have both smalls out there just yet. Darius Garland and Gabriel soon is not bad.
Yeah, because right now they have Karis LeVert, so it's like
he's a little bit bigger. Obviously,
he's a little bit bigger, so
D-Wade is still there.
Yeah,
shout out D Wade.
But like when Darius Garland comes back, the defense is gonna obviously be a big factor. But honestly, Spider's in, bro.
I mean, they're one of 2 teams with a top 5 offense and defense, which is impressive. And Mobley really hasn't even taken a step like that. He's just kind of just playing.
He hasn't been living up to my fantasy potential.
He's just been even Mobley was Mobley.
He's not even a fantasy player though. He's just like a player like. He's like a Mikal Bridges where like he doesn't do like everything in the fantasy wise, but like as a role player, he's amazing. I
just think listen. I had him finish about the 3rd seed. I feel like everything that I felt about this team. They only lost their first game, and Darius Garland got hurt midway through that game against the Raptors, and they lost. Raptors have also been fucking elite. The defense is insane. But to stick on the Cavs, like, I'm just really... I thought they're going to be good. Didn't expect them to be this good so far. Again, early in the season, and things could change. But, like,
Spider's
I just don't see...
having an MVP goddamn season is crazy.
He really has. I think he's a top 5 MVP candidate right now.
Yeah, he's top 5.
Easily.
Yeah.
And I just think... what do you guys think
I was talking to him about this. I was like, yo, we ain't never seen this in the Jazz with Donovan Mitchell. Like, obviously, it was probably in his bag, but dude, triple doubles like this. This guy just spinning around, dunking on people.
He's really taking a step, or maybe not a step, but he's just like his playmaking looks amazing. But also like
seeing him in the Miami Pro as well. Like when I saw him in Miami Pro, like because I've never really seen NBA players. Like I've seen him in NBA games, but not like like 2 feet away from me.
That's the Miami Pro League. It's like a summer like
yeah,
circuit.
it's like a little pro league where all the people met up. Like Bam Adebayo, Josh Hart, Darius Garland was there. All these people. So we saw Donovan Mitchell there. It was electric, bro. That guy is like nasty. His hops are there, bro. He can shoot out the goddamn gym. It's just crazy. I'm just like, how's this guy even like a real person? Like I hoop and I'm like, I could never even achieve this type of level. Like, it's crazy. Like,
he's not like he's like 6'7". He's just 6'1". Like he's a strong. I mean, he's a strong guy. He's a physical
yeah,
specialist.
like he's not even like that tall. Like he's like, it's like not that bad against like me and him. Like it's just like, how the hell do you even hoop like that, bro?
I mean,
The guy just, bro. Do you see that spin around goddamn dunk that he did? He did a little spin around and then boom.
no,
Like
the way he just elevates him. Like, how do you just like
you're 6'1". You're not supposed to be.
off the spin? He just boom. I mean,
His airtime is ridiculous, bro.
It is ridiculous, and I'm honestly, I'm happy for Cavs fans. I think they have that's the guy they needed. That's the guy.
For
I mean,
sure.
we don't know what's. I mean, I would say we don't know what's going to look like in the playoffs, and we just don't know. But also, like, he's a
But he is a
he's a
playoff
playoff player. Like,
player, yeah.
so it's like, okay, like,
Where do you guys have him in the top 30 list?
where did I have him?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I think I had
I
him
don't,
like,
I don't know. He was in the teens.
I think I had him like early 20s.
Yeah, I had him like 20. I think it was.
I think
No,
I had
I think
him.
I had him.
teens.
No, I had him 21.
I had him somewhere in the range of like 15.
I had him
22.
under DeRozan, so it was 21. So I had DeRozan 20, then 21. Donovan Mitchell's like
Well,
pushing for a top 15 right now.
Well, we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But like, are you guys higher or lower on the Cavs now?
I'm higher on the Cavs all day.
I'm definitely higher.
I feel the same way. I mean, I can't wait to see what Darius Garland looks like with the whole team and how they look like as a whole. Because again,
It's obviously going to cut into Donovan Mitchell's stats too.
for sure, I think Donovan's gonna
But-
have the ball in his hands. But like,
He was still hooping with DG there.
he's gonna get it's gonna get like more efficient because he's just gonna have open looks. DG is just like
Yeah, but it's like
bro, just
my
give them that
fantasy
offense,
is going
man.
to take such a big hit.
That offense is gonna be so good, bro. Like when DG, I mean, I watched a couple Cavs games. Was like I watched the Celtics Cavs game, and LeVert had like 40, which was fucking insane.
He always has one of those games though. It's
he
like
does. He's one of those. He's just one of those guys where just has like, oh, there's.
he's like a Jordan Clarkson or Jamal Crawford, where like they just
Bro,
put up like some random.
He's not 2022 Jordan Clarkson. That's a different breed now. He's just a different guy. He's just a different player. Passing the ball, just fucking being consistent.
No, yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Shout out Utah. He's fucking.
Utah.
What is happening? Why
Bro,
do we? Why do
Why
we
is
make
Laurie Markkinen a superstar right now?
He's
It's crazy.
superstar in his league?
He's going to be an all-star. Bro.
Yo, you know someone actually had him in like they're like, yo, is he a top 30 player right now? That's what
Okay,
they actually.
wow.
Someone asked that, and they were like, it's
Uh,
not. But like
You-
the way he's playing right now,
They
Started
gave,
him
they
James.
gave the same reaction that you would give this. Like, is James Harden the top 30 player? Like, well, I don't really know.
Oh, but Larry Markin is.
For sure.
Laurie Markkinen better.
And he's not even shooting the 3-ball yet. Like, he's not really shooting it well. Like, I think he's shooting like 30%, especially like sub 30%.
Bro, last
on the
game he
season.
shot 5 for 7 from the 3
Well,
point
no,
line.
no. I mean, they destroyed the Grizzlies, and it's just that they're so fun to watch, bro.
The Grizzlies.
The
This is the
Jazz.
Grizzlies.
I
This is-
know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's the her Grizzlies. They didn't have Bane.
But this is still the Grizzlies.
It
Like
is
the
still the
Grizzlies
Grizzlies.
even hurt, they're still them. So like
Facts.
it's like this is the Jazz, man. Laurie
That's
Markkinen.
what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck do we even spend time predicting shit when the Jazz are just gonna go 6-2? Like, what the
They're
fuck is
literally-
that?
Oh, just 15 like
they
hoopers
said
all in
fuck
one
tanking
team,
for
bro.
Wemby. They just said let's just go and get a bag, bro.
And everyone looks like THT looks good.
Everyone is. They're all
Vanderbilt.
15 hoopers just hooping, bro.
They're a fun ass team. And
Yeah.
like, listen, say what you want about Utah Jazz crowds, and a lot of things have been said about Utah Jazz crowds. They're very rowdy, and they get
The
get
energy
behind
is
their
better
team.
than goddamn Spider and Rudy Gobert together. It's
Yeah.
like what the fuck.
There's arenas in this league that I wish they had the energy the Utah Jazz had, and they're like top teams. And one of them's in Brooklyn, one of them's in Miami. Anyways,
No, I'll be,
Miami,
I'll be first to say, bro. Miami has no energy when it comes to the Heat, bro.
No,
Like,
especially during the regular season,
If-
especially.
Because it's filled with Hispanics just all over the crowd.
yeah, but
No,
look
they
at
Filled
the
with casual
bro.
fans.
But like, look at the Dolphins, bro.
It's literally Hispanics. It's literally us, me, like my family
But-
going there. Well, not me, but like my family going there. They only know baseball, and they're just going there cheering like, "Hey, let's
They're
go!"
so
Heat." They don't even
casual.
know. They don't even
But-
know who the goddamn bench players are, bro. Like get the fuck out
Look
of
at the pride for the like people have for the Dolphins, bro. Like, if the Heat of the Dolphins are like 0-16, bro, like that's still a packed stadium.
Why do people care about the Heat? And the Heat are been more
here.
successful.
That's a
than them in the
wild
last-
statement. I ain't gonna
Nah,
lie.
that is.
Bro. We like
There's the Dolphins
would-
are way more way
way more
supported.
praise.
There's
but
more-
We were 3-0, right? And the motherfucking Bills. There was more
Oh
Bills
no,
fans.
but that's the Bills. Like,
And
that's
the
a team.
Vikings- The Vikings were
But
failed.
those are teams that like they travel. Like those fans travel with them.
And that's a division rival. It's a little different.
Well, Vikings are in division
And
rivals,
also,
and they
like-
had the whole stadium
And
packed.
listen,
I was like,
not
what
not
the
to
fuck?
be, we do live in Miami. People want to travel here, so they have the excuse to catch a football game.
For sure, yeah.
That's what
So
they're
we
gonna
did
do.
that with the Bulls.
I didn't.
I did that with the Bulls.
Fuck out of here. That trip was fire. I just thought about the trip. I mean, I'm about to go. Okay, well, actually, I'm about to go to Chicago
You are going back to Chicago.
next week. I go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the Raptors and the Pelicans. Hopefully, Zion's healthy and Zach's healthy, so I can watch both of them.
Well,
play.
Zion is healthy right now. You guys.
Well, I just want to make sure he stays healthy. He makes just stay.
you want him? You want him fantasy?
No, because you want me.
You gonna make a trade on the pod?
He's just trying to fucking rob me. Like he's just gonna just finesse my shit.
Hey, hold on. I've heard about the trades you've been doing in fantasy, bro.
What the? Okay. I make
You got
one.
Devin
Draymond
Vassell,
Green.
Draymond Green for Paul George, and he comes out
That's 2 trades.
35,
He
8
was
and
like
8.
selling high. He was like selling low on him.
I wasn't
like,
selling low on him.
Dude. He had like 2 bad games, and you're like likely to trade.
Yeah, I just do that on purpose though. Like it's not like I'm gonna sell low on PG.
Well, I was like, what's the price? So I was like, I'm gonna give you a low price.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And if you turned around and walked away, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just keep my little guys. Keep my little guys here.
You could keep Devin Vassell and Draymond Green. Bro.
Okay, when Devin Vassell comes back off an injury and he's fucking balling
And the
out,
mule is not gonna do anything.
and listen, there is no person in this planet that overreacts to one game like you do. There's no person on the planet, especially in fantasy, that overreacts to one game like you do. It's not even close.
No, that's facts.
That's true.
You see? So, God forbid, Devin Vassell has like a 60-point game. Like, oh my God, I need him.
No, the thing is, I wanted Devin Vassell because like I'm invested in him, so I'm like, yo, I have to get him.
No, I have Kate Cunningham. I understand. I get the concept of it, but still, you can't have Devin Vassell even if you wanted him. So fuck you,
Oh, you got Jimmy Butler.
dude. I don't want Jimmy Butler. That picture pisses me off. He still has all his long ass dreads.
Such a
he's
W.
such a fucking troll.
That's why I'm 2-0, bro. Because hey,
that's fire.
I remember we had this in the last or like the second to last pod.
What?
We did a bet.
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna end up being the best in the league? Or the
Yeah,
farthest?
the
Yeah,
playoffs.
my team low
It
key
goes by
shot.
playoffs.
Half my team in the hospital, bro.
I mean, listen, it's only week 2 of the playoffs.
I'm
Of the
2-0.
I'm 1-1.
My
Matt's
team's in the hospital.
You're still looking for a win.
We're still in the
What's
hospital.
What's in the hospital?
Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Victor Oladipo.
Bro brought in Victor Oladipo.
You
like,
really said that like as if he's gonna do some shit.
Yeah.
He's not doing
Fred
anything.
VanVleet.
that was your last pick. That's like nothing bad.
Fred just got hurt.
He's in the hospital.
You want to hear my list? Giddy,
Oh, wow.
I don't know why you
Jaren
drafted Giddy.
Jackson. What do you mean?
Giddy, like he's gonna be shut down like most of the year.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Also, we say that, and then Shea is like the best fantasy player in the league.
That's actually insane. Because
It's
I
like
drafted
literally
that.
the
I
best
drafted
player.
that motherfucker last year, thinking like he was gonna do what he did this year. Comes out and does it this year. So
I
I'm
wish
like,
Shea was on a okay. I don't want to disrespect the Thunder, but I wish he was on a good team.
if Shea was in a different team, he'd be a top 20. Oh, I mean top 30 player.
I mean, yeah, consensus,
For
but
sure.
like,
Top 25 probably.
Top
or maybe
15.
15, hey, yo, that's
teens?
crazy.
I don't think
I'm
so.
saying in the teens.
And the teams.
Who's eclipsing him in the team? You got to put him over Donovan Mitchell,
I'm saying like 19, 18, 17
Jalen Brown, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
on a good team.
Any,
I'd have to see it.
no, I've been pick one.
I'd pick Jalen Brown all day.
We don't know what she could do in a good team though.
I know Jalen Brown's defense is elite.
No, for sure. But like
And Jalen Brown's bag is deep as hell.
on offense, I'm gonna give it to Shea. Offense?
I mean, I like Shay's.
I like
finishing.
Shay's
Shea-
things,
he's
but
one of
I
the
like,
like she's bad.
but
Better
we ain't
than
gonna forget that Jalen Brown was out here putting up 40s like in his playoffs, bro.
He's the
For
best,
sure.
best player in the finals.
Yeah.
Brought in
No,
Celtics.
I'm the first one to say that. But
Fuck y'all up.
Shay's bag is just like
I mean, my team was in the finals.
Shay's
so
bag
yeah.
is just hitting like step back threes and all these like random like crazy shots. But
He's also
Jalen Brown
a
also
he's
has
a
a
clutch
3-point
ass player.
Jalen Brown's also clutch. Jalen Brown.
I just think Shay needs. I just want to see him.
Jalen
She's
Brown
also-
will put his nuts on
she's
your head.
also a
That's what he
fir-
does that. Hey yo.
Isn't that what you did to Don Mitchell, bro?
Huh?
He did it to Don Mitchell.
Yeah,
He
He did. That
yeah.
was that was fucking nasty. Hey, but Donovan Mitchell gets it back on other people. You know, he does on everybody.
He dunked on. I forgot his name.
Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, in the Celtics. I forgot his name.
It's a white guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hauser?
Luke Cornett,
Might be Luke Cornett.
I think it's Luke
is the
Cornett.
center.
Yeah.
Has to
Luke
be.
Cornett's not one of your like.
Yeah.
Pose.
Still.
Anyways, Bulls legend. Okay, actually, I want to ask you guys a question before we get into like the, I guess like the non super basketball. Like, oh, what do you think about this? I think it was you, or I mean, not you, but like people in general, but mainly you, because we like the Clippers, me and you. Everyone's high on the Clippers for the most part coming into the season. People are like, oh, maybe the Warriors, maybe the Clippers, or come out of the West.
You get to talk about PG. Let's go.
Well, we could.
Oh,
but there's something else
are
we
you a
gotta talk
PG
about.
fan?
We gotta talk
I'm a
about.
PG fan.
Okay, this is insane. This podcast is just like a different dimension. We stepped through a different portal, and now he's a PG.
He's a
fan.
Giannis fan. He's a PG fan.
I don't know why you got this fan.
This is
but
ridiculous.
I think I'm a PG
Well, actually,
fan.
if we rewind the tape, let's actually look. It just goes back to what you just
It's like,
said.
yo.
Shit. Real quick, Kawhi is out for the next, I think, 3 games after
6.
this. Well, 6 total, but I think the next 3 that he's out. I think is still questionable for Sunday. He's definitely out for the next few before Sunday. People had the Clippers winning it all. I don't know if we shared the same sentiment. I'm not sure if people had the Clippers winning it all. But at least I think one of us had it
I had the Clippers for sure.
for winning, or at least in the
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah, and I had a number 1 in the. Yeah, I had a number 1 in the West.
So with this Kawhi injury, I mean, we think we're higher on the Cavs. We like what the Nets are doing. The Lakers got their first win. Bravo to them. Holy shit.
Finally.
Congrats.
Congrats to who is the guy in our league? You want to shout out Kobe Beanster? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Russell Westbrook looked pretty decent off the bench that one game. That's all I got to say about the Lakers. I mean,
They suck.
they still got to keep. Yeah, they can't shoot. Okay. Are you guys worried about the Clippers?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
What's going on with Roy? He came into like this offseason, came into media day. Yo, he looks good.
Bro, he
looks
like
in
yoked
shape.
for no reason.
Facts.
He played in a couple of games in preseason, looked great. Came off the bench day one, and like we haven't seen him since. So I don't know what's going on with Roy.
It could be something where like the Clippers are hiding the injury that he has.
Which is not like out of the question. I think that could be happening.
Or they could just be managing his injury, which I doubt that. I wouldn't. Why are you imagining his?
But like, for your only games to be like against the Lakers on day one,
He's played 2 games.
he's played two
Yeah,
games.
you haven't even let him like show himself. So like, and he came off the bench.
And
Both
listen,
games, playing
he-
like 15 minutes.
obviously, like to win a championship, I think they need Kawhi, obviously.
No, obviously, yeah.
But even outside
know.
of just Kawhi, like the
Outside
role
just
players,
Kawhi.
they've been bad. They have they have the worst offense right behind the Lakers. Like right before the Lakers. The Lakers are the absolute worst. They have the 29.
Oh yeah, they have a
worst offense.
retirement home just like the Lakers. That's why.
I just don't know what's happening. I think there might be too many chefs in the kitchen. Dude.
All right, so look,
I also don't know what happened to Norman
So
Powell.
when
He
you-
forgot how to play basketball.
Reggie Jackson had a stinker last night
for sure.
from the box score. I didn't watch the whole thing. He's box score watching.
Yeah.
Played bad.
Yeah. he
Zubac
played
was
good.
massive for them yesterday.
But like
He's-
Zubac is like
He's been like one of their most consistent players.
yeah.
Like I think he leads the lead in rebounds, like total for blocks. His rebounds and blocks total. He
Yeah.
leads the league in that.
Again, I didn't watch the game, so I'm not gonna act like I know the X's and O's and everything that happened. But they played the Houston Rockets. Okay, Giannis put 44 on their head in 27 minutes. Ja put 50 on them. The Clippers didn't even put 100 points on the Rockets. They were.
Yeah, because they just gave the whole like I was watching the game. It was just the whole offense was on PG.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, it was PG or nothing.
that should be like concerning. Like again, I like Tyronn Lue, but I'm just worried. I don't know if they're like do you? I mean, again, the West in general, like the Timberwolves are a little shaky. The Nuggets are a little shaky. The Suns actually look good. The Warriors again a little shaky, 3-4. They just lost to the Hornets and the Pistons. Like, what is that about? I just don't know what to think about this Kawhi situation, and they're not going to say anything about anything. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to bring anything out.
No, they're keeping that indoors. We're probably never going to find out.
I'm worried, man. I don't know. I don't know what this team's going to do. I don't know if there's light at the end of the tunnel in terms of like, I mean, because there's so many guys that deserve rotational minutes, and when they get them right now, it's like shaky. It's inconsistent. You don't know where you're getting from who. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like they're just all like they're trying to mesh together. And like if Norman Powell becomes consistent again, and
These are guys that last year were going out and competing against really good teams.
yeah, Norman Powell was like 50-40, I think it was. That's what he was. That was literally his average.
And Reggie Jackson was balling out last year.
Reggie Jackson, who's the starting point guard right now for the
For the
Clippers?
Clippers is Reggie Jackson.
It's Reggie Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And
So-
occasionally John Wall gets some minutes off the bench, or maybe he might start in one game. Or something.
Yeah, but he's part of retirement home, so like he's
Yeah,
doing good. But like
whoa.
He's played well in his
he's
minutes.
played
He's
well.
looked better than Reggie Jackson this season every time he plays.
That's true. But like
I mean,
He just hasn't
I just
played.
want to talk about goddamn PG, bro.
What is happening?
I'm a
bro?
PG fan.
He had
This guy was a PG hater.
I don't know about
Giannis
PG hater. I was not a PG hater, but I was
You were a PG hater.
not a PG hater. I was a PG hater because of you.
How?
Because
The
you were
fuck
like,
did I
yo,
do?
like DeRozan is just trash compared to PG.
I've never said that before.
You said PG better than DeRozan, and then like
Yeah,
it's
he
nowhere close.
is.
You said it's nowhere close.
Career wise, yeah, it's not close.
Yeah, it is.
PG has a better career than DeMar DeRozan.
no. Well, after last season,
That was pretty close.
After one season,
well, that's what
Yeah.
solidified PG for his just because that MVP run that he had.
he
DeRozan
has,
had that
he has
MVP.
a better body of work than DeMar DeRozan has.
Oh, just better defense. But that offense,
No, like as a career.
his career, what has he done?
I'm saying like as a number one option, like he's been more successful than DeMar DeRozan has.
I think they both been the same. They
I-
both been ACF.
Well, one of those went to ECF, and they had LeBron at 6 games with the Raptors. Why are we
What?
doing this? What is happening?
It's actually a good one. It's not bad.
I mean, we could do it, but like, it's just, okay. It doesn't really matter, okay? PG and DeMar. The point of it is that you found some kind of distaste for Paul George in that. that scenario because we were talking about PG and DeMar, and you're like, oh, actually, DeMar is well, I bullshit.
DeMar.
But I'm like, oh yeah, PG's actually like the better player. But I'm glad you like PG now, so that's good. Even though I don't understand what the beef is, like I don't know why it's like.
I don't know if you saw the
beef
chat.
with DeRozan.
I don't know if you saw the chat. He has to buy a PG jersey now.
Yeah, I have to buy a PG jersey.
How did it just happen? Like you're like, okay, this is a great game. I gotta spend $120 now. Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Say, yo, if PG hits a dream winner, I'm buying a jersey.
Yeah, I did say that.
Dude,
I'm a man of my word. So
I rue the day Josh Richardson has like a big ass game. It's like, well,
I don't know about Josh Richardson, but like, dude, PG, like what he did yesterday was just insane.
I didn't watch the game. I only watched the.
Bro, there was a point where PG came off the screen, and JG jumps up on him, and puts a hand literally on PG's face, and PG just like gets it like right over his hand and just buries it. And, bro, I think it was Coutinho Mobley and someone else reporting an NBA League Pass.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what the fuck?
Oh, I think it was Baron Davis.
Baron Davis, yeah. So first off, hire me as a guy to talk there, bro, because those guys suck. They were just like, bro, two OGs, just like
it is.
They look
boring.
like they took the melatonin and they were like falling asleep on the podcast.
It's like, dude, we're not getting paid enough for this shit.
Bro, I think like the worst like reporters like the ESPN reporters. Like compared to like TNT and like all that shit.
For sure.
ESPN has the worst reporters, bro. Like I almost fell asleep watching the game.
Like Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Van Gundy better.
I love Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen.
Better than goddamn Baron
Nah,
Davis
bro.
and Coutinho Mobley.
They were reporting. I forgot what game I was watching, but they were reporting.
Van Gundy's pretty good.
Bro, like the way they talk, like I just fall asleep to that shit.
I don't think there's any bad announcers. Like I mean, like national broadcast announcers. Like,
For sure.
I
I don't think
I
there's
like
any.
RJ. I like JJ Redick.
I like TNT way more. Like I love TNT.
Oh, yeah,
reporting.
Like
TNT.
Reggie Miller. You love Reggie Miller. What do you get?
Nah, Reggie Miller. Nah, we ain't doing that. I just love TNT reporters over
Maybe
here.
one person.
You know I'm bad with names. You
You
can't.
see?
You literally can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
You know I'm bad with
Who's the guy
names.
You
right
said
next
you love them.
I love the white guy next to Reggie Miller. Who is it?
Oh, okay. Well, that narrows it down. What the fuck is this?
I don't know his name, but I know it's the guy right
But
next
like
to
you
him.
know I'm bad with names. You're like,
Who's
oh,
the
name
who's
this
the guy
guy.
next to Reggie Miller?
I don't know. I hope you guys know. That's why I asked.
I don't
you.
know.
Like, who's?
See, you did it on purpose. Just
Is
you
it
know I'm
Jeff
bad
Van
with
Gundy?
names.
No, Jeff Van Gundy, Stan Van Gundy. I think are ESPN guys.
Yeah, the ESPN, but
Stan might be a TNT guy, but like Jeff, like
Stan.
Mark
Yeah, I
Jackson,
think it's Stan. I think it's Stan.
Jeff, Mark Jackson, is Mike Breen is ESPN,
Yeah, okay, so it's Stan Van Gundy.
and that's the GOAT panel.
That's not no
I
cool.
don't know about that.
Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy.
TNT clears.
You can't even name them.
Okay, I can't name ESPN either.
You know who Mike Breen is?
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Kick
Yeah.
out to Ray Allen.
Bang.
Cool.
Nah, he's low key goaded.
What do you mean cool?
Cool.
Nah, he's low key goaded.
You listen to the Heat announcers. You don't know anything.
Who is it again?
Oh,
Kaboom! Bam!
bro, I forgot.
Kaboom! Fucking cringe.
Oh,
dude.
that was Kabosh. When Chris Bosh used to play.
He used to say kibosh.
Kabosh.
That's cringe.
That's
Nah, bro, that's fire.
You actually have to burn down the booth. It's actually awful.
Such a hater.
Stacey King and Adam Amin. The GOAT.
Stacey King
This
is
is
low key
biased,
goated.
Stacey King is fire, bro.
Spice.
Nah, Stacey King is low key.
The
Like,
Bulls announcers are one of the best in the league. What are you talking about?
Nah, Stacey King.
I mean, I can't give you that because you just shit on the Heat announcers, so I'm not gonna give you that.
Well,
he
I'm
talks
being-
about Zach
I'm
LaVine's like
being-
hot sauce.
I'm just being. Give me the hot sauce. That's just
Yeah,
fire.
that's fire.
So that's cringe, Lord.
You don't know, bro.
You
And
don't
then,
tell-
like for the roses like Compton and shit. It's like
You
it's,
want?
Compton's in the house.
It's,
It's
Yeah.
just
it's, it's
fire.
on another
Fire.
grown man to give you the hot sauce, bro. Like,
Bro,
that's
when
crazy.
Io makes a three, he goes Io dos tres. That's just fire, bro. Like Uno. You know,
That's cringe. Nah,
that's fire.
that's cringe.
That's fire. I'm not even gonna lie. For the Rosen, when the Rosen was hitting those goddamn game winners,
don't you
I just
guys?
remember-
Don't you guys say the Struce is loose?
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's fire.
Back it up, dude.
that's low.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets.
You didn't even make that up. You know who made that up? Stacey fucking King. Jimmy G.
Hell no.
What do you mean, hell no?
No.
Nah, he did. Yeah.
I know he did, but
Jimmy
I'm just
G-
trolling him.
What do you mean you're just trolling? You can't. You're on
You can't intro on a goddamn camera.
Jimmy G Buckets.
I could
The G
intro on
stands for
Giannis,
gas.
if not I would have, bro.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we talked about the Clippers and the Cavs and all these guys.
Yeah, we out here.
Hey,
talking
bro,
about
we could have
reporters
talked
right
about Kendrick Nunn, but we could
I
talk
want-
about reporters.
I want to give you guys a stat real
We
quick.
went 10 minutes on reporters, bro.
Yeah.
now. I can go 10 minutes on Kendrick Nunn.
Stop.
We know you can.
I'm gonna give you a stat. I want you guys to tell me who you think filled the stat. Okay. Blank just became the first player since Michael Jordan in 1986-87 to score at least 30 points in his team's first 6 games of the season.
Banchero.
30 points in his
No,
first
man.
6 games of the season.
Oh, 30 points? Oh, Luka.
Luka, yeah, I was about to say that.
Okay. Well, Jesus
No, I was-
fucking Christ.
There was another stat of.
Bankroll did 20
Bankroll,
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was that one.
Luka
Yeah, it was like
Doncic
29 or some shit.
is off to a crazy hot start. Again, we're all big Luka guys. We all like Luka here, I think. I hope. I don't know. I know there's Luka haters somewhere in the Somewhere in the ground.
Me?
I mean, I'm just wondering. I don't know.
No. Luka Hater, I got that motherfucker MVP.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's
All right,
happening.
making sure. Go.
What do you guys think of the Luke? I mean, the Mavericks haven't been there yet with everything, but like Luka's been killing the fucking game.
I literally had this conversation with like some random people like in Zaka. Well, not random people. If Aaron, you're watching this, yeah. So we're talking about like people that can
random
and like talkers. So like we're just like talking about yeah, no, they don't know ball. Well, Aaron a little bit, but we're talking about like the GOATs and like who could end up being the GOAT. And I was talking about like how Luka, like his playoff run, we hadn't seen that since like Michael Jordan.
Ridiculous playoff play.
He was averaging like what 35, 50, and like 40 or something like that. Like
I think he still averages. I think he averages the most.
33 or something like that.
I mean, obviously he doesn't play as much games as everybody else, but he averages the most playoff points per game.
We haven't seen that ever since like Michael Jordan.
I agree.
Like now, what he's doing in the regular season, we're seeing another Michael Jordan in the flesh.
And it's only
obviously not the defense.
It's only year 5.
Yeah, well, year 5, Jordan's defense was insane. Like,
yeah, I don't think Luka's ever gonna be a defender like that.
Yeah, but like Luka's offense is just, I think his bag is way deeper than Jordan's. So like, yeah, because like the 3-point shot, feel me? You could leave Jordan open at the 3-point line. You're just like, yo.
I don't know, bro. That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
I'll leave Jordan on 3-point line.
I think I'll leave Jordan in the 3-point line.
Shot 33%, bro. Don't give me that face.
It's a different era.
Exactly.
But like, if Jordan
shot 33%,
Luka's low key hitting goddamn one-legged 3-pointers out there.
I believe if Jordan really wanted to win a game and he has to shoot threes, he's making threes.
I mean, for sure,
Jordan.
You practice out like
Jordan's greatness.
Leave Jordan open from 3.
Okay. Obviously,
you don't leave Jordan open.
Okay, obviously, like I'm not. You can't leave Jordan open from 3. But like
Jordan's bag.
Like if I.
Bro, stop.
Jordan's mid range was nasty, but like, bro, Luka's hitting.
No. Jordan's mid range isn't just net. Jordan's mid range is the greatest mid range of all time.
Yes, but like Luka's one-legged fucking shots are crazy.
Jordan's fucking turnaround fade is crazy.
We seen it in the Rosen though.
And Jordan's probably a better finisher than Luka.
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe you said that.
But like the playmaking and the 3-point shooting.
Luka's great, but
I don't know. Like I feel like Luka's bag is just deeper.
I disagree, but
the playmaking and the 3-pointer.
But you could just say like Luka's bag is really, really good. Like you don't gotta put yourself in like, okay, he's better than Jordan. Like just
no, for sure.
I don't want you to set yourself up for like, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, I get you.
Because like I mean, his bag's deep. Like he's very like all time.
His potential's there though.
It's all time. No, again. I understood, but like, let's come back here.
Yeah, I get you.
We already compared Giannis to Jordan, and we don't want to do like.
No, yeah. Luka.
Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make us like be like, okay, we're off the rails now. We're just like everyone's. You know what I'm saying? But Luka's there. He's there for sure. All time guy. And this season, it's like he had like a 44 triple against like the Nets, fucking behind the head. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't want to. Like that guy's just ridiculous.
I don't know how you like.
Every time I watch Luka, I go back on like hooping in Doral, and I'm like, yo, I gotta hit this like one-legged 3-pointer. I don't know why. I just gotta hit it.
Is he really like? You think people are like, you know how kids would like go to the park and be like, okay, Steph Curry from 3?
I'm saying Luka now. I don't know
think
why.
Luka's gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm doing. I've been saying Luka
because they can't do Giannis.
Like I asked fucking Matthew. Like I'm out there like just shooting one-legged 3-pointers. I'm like Luka every time. I'm like, damn, like Luka's actually becoming this.
I think he's really a superstar.
Nobody's going to the park and just be like, Giannis. No, man. Like,
well,
no.
they can't.
I mean, if you could dunk, yeah.
If you could dunk, you'd be like, oh, I'm baby.
Nobody's like, yo, LeBron.
Dunk, your fucking cap should be baby Giannis. It's just you dunking. That's facts. 1,000% facts.
Nah, I think I just put LeBron.
Stop. Just especially how Giannis dunks. He's just fucking dominant. Just puts his elbow on the fucking thing. It's insane. So is LeBron though. LeBron's dunks. Honestly, like I'd rather have LeBron's dunk patch. It's just so clean.
Nah, easily.
Like he's like
Giannis is like so like stiff.
I wouldn't say it's stiff. Like when he just like drop, like he just like does like the quick drops. It's insane. Like I don't know. He just like takes 2 steps and dunk on Mitchell Robinson. Like it's ridiculous.
$2 better.
Again, I don't really have that much more left with the pod. I just want to. Quickly, I want to say how fucking impressed I've been by the rookie class. Like Keegan, Paolo, Shaden, Benedict Mathurin.
Paolo's like destined to be a top 20 player soon.
For sure, he has that talent. I think Benedict Mathurin's. I liked Ben coming out of the draft. I was high on Ben. I can't believe he's this good. It's this fast. That's my thing. He plays with confidence. He fucked up the Nets. I can't.
Yeah, this draft is low key as stacked as the last one.
Okay. I think it's good. Kate Cunningham, Mobley, Barnes, JG, and stuff. That's tough to compete.
We have some tough ass people now.
Think about the best 6 from this year's draft class.
PB, Mathurin, Keegan Murray,
Chet.
Jabari. All these people are like Jaden Ivey.
Cade, Jalen Green, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Josh Giddey, Kuminga. Bones Highland's out there. Jalen Suggs is out there. Sarah Williams.
We still got PB.
But it's still like
It's early.
Remember,
it's a whole year that we've seen on them,
and then
it's like
and then
6
Check could come
games
out.
of
Well,
these
I
guys.
mean, even as prospects, Cade is a better it was the best It's like if we had the draft right now, I think you would have the top 4 go, or maybe the top 3 go, and then Paolo goes 4th.
Nah, I don't know about that. Paulo's
Uh,
massive.
I think I
You're
have
thinking-
Ventura higher.
Then who? Because it's not higher than Cade. There's no way.
No, not Cade.
So
I think Cade's the first
You're
one.
thinking Mobley or Banchero? That's actually a tough question, in my opinion.
Banchero
I'd go Ventura. I'd say him even over Stoddy.
What about Jalen Green?
all day.
Over Stoddy. I mean, over Jalen Green too.
I think you guys are gonna. I don't know.
Paulo, bro, you saw his
I
first
like-
game.
I like
His first
Paolo.
game was nasty.
I like Paolo. I really do.
Like, not even Cade had that first game.
No, he didn't. But I don't know. I like Paolo. I'm
Like,
really.
Paulo could be a mini Braun.
Kind of plays like it.
Literally.
6'10". What?
Evan Mobley. I don't know. I mean, again, we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. what
Mathurin
happens.
or Mobley?
Mobley, in my sleep.
But Mathurin's like game right now. It's offense.
It's easy. It's again, Lewis. You're the number one guy to say. You know.
Yeah, I need more from Mathurin though.
I know. I get
But
it.
was Mobley doing this like in the start? He wasn't doing this in his
It's a
first
different game though. Like Mobley could have been all defense last year as a rookie.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's different. It's hard to say. Like Jalen Green or better than Mathurin. Jalen Green.
I don't think so.
I
Dude.
drafted Jalen Green, dude.
You guys, I can't believe this is happening. This is
I drafted
this is
J-
recency bias. This is recency bias.
I mean, yeah, bro. It's only 6 games. Like it's
Okay,
hard to
then what are
compare
we
a whole
doing?
year to 6 games.
So what are we doing?
That's what I said 5 minutes ago. I was like, yo, you can't compare it.
But you guys just said Ben and Mathurin.
But you
clearly.
keep feeding it on,
But
so I'm
like,
gonna be like,
How?
yo, Chris, you keep
You
going.
can say Jalen Green.
But I'm not. I don't want to.
Why?
I like the 6 games I've seen from Mathurin than more than last year of
more than
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green's
I can
first
get you
games.
Jalen Green 6 games. A 6 game set of Jalen Green. You're like, damn, he's fucking nasty.
Yeah, the last games of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Mathurin in the last.
Mathurin's last
6
game of
games
the season don't be part of the same, if not better.
This is crazy.
It's not crazy at
You're
all.
disrespecting Jalen Green.
I love
no.
Jalen Green.
I
I drafted Jalen Green in my.
Okay, but like, and I like Ben Mathurin, but no way. No way.
No, you're tripping, bro.
No
I probably
way.
take- I probably
Yes.
I probably
You can't say I'm tripping.
I'd probably
Yeah.
take Ivy. I'd probably take Ivy.
I think you're too high on Jalen Green, bro.
What do you mean? He's the second pick in the fucking draft.
Okay, so what? You know how many certain picks have been bust? I'm not saying that Jalen Green's a bust, but I'm just saying, you know how many, like, being a certain pick is not.
He's,
Oh,
he's,
I'm
he's just a
God.
pure scorer, though. That's all he is. That's like his bag. Pure scorer.
What's Benedict Mathurin?
Yeah, pure scorer, but like, he's a better pure scorer
But
right now.
his 6 games have been way better.
Benedict Mathurin.
I got Jalen Green in fantasy, and I'm out here in shambles.
Look, I like Ben Mathurin. He's better. He's better on the catch, shooting the ball off screens. Better shooting the ball. He's athletic as fuck.
Oh yeah, Jalen Green has more in his bag. That's why I get what you're trying to say.
I'm not even saying more in his bag. I'm just like, Jalen Green as a talent is a way better talent than Benedict Mathurin.
What's
There's a reason.
what do you think Jalen Green will end up being
Like as a player comp,
as a player?
like Zach LaVine, maybe better. He could be better than that. I'm saying like at the
No,
his
he
floor.
could- I don't-
his
I don't-
floor is
he
Zach
could.
LaVine.
Yeah, he could. He could.
I don't think so, bro.
You think he can't be as good as Zach?
Like, no, I don't think it'll be as,
Yeah,
as
nah,
good
he
as
could. He
Zach.
could. He could easily.
I don't think so, bro.
Why not?
He's a
I
pure
don't
scorer. Like that's what
That's
Zach
fine,
LaVine
but like,
I mean, Zach has some other stuff. He's just not elite at other stuff.
is. Zach
but-
LaVine goes, don't shoot a three. Same shit as Jalen Green. They both jump out the gym. They both suck at the midi. So like, it's like that.
Zach used to be really good. I don't know what happened. It's insane. But
I'm just not
at the
as
beginning.
high on Jalen Green. Like, I'll take Zach over him, like peak for peak.
So what do you
Yeah.
take? Look. What's Jaden's? What
It's
Jaden?
been 2 years.
Okay, look. What's Jaden Ivey's player comp?
But then that's what you're saying about like 6 games of these rookies.
But I've watched these rookies in college. Like, I know what they
Okay.
are. Like
You
I
didn't
know
watch
as
them in
prospects.
college.
Like they're still prospects.
Okay.
So like I understand.
I've
the
watched them too.
prospects.
I've watched all of them. But like,
Like
J-
just because they played 1 year doesn't mean that now they're like this is what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still
No, for
prospects.
sure. No, it's probably by year
especially
3.
Scores take a long time to like develop.
By year 3, you know what type of player you're gonna be.
But like honestly, Ben Mathurin
I like Ben Mathurin.
came out this bitch and he just
I
said,
think
"Take
he's.
this."
I think he's very very good.
Like Jalen Green didn't come out like this.
I thought the Pistons could have taken Ben Mathurin. I would have been like, let's fucking go. It's nasty. That would've
So
been
what's Jaden
gross.
Ivey's player comp?
It's tough to say because right now, like he's kind of just figuring out his game. Like he's really good at the rim, puts great rim pressure on there. He's not John Moran because his playmaking's not there.
His defense is nasty.
His defense is pretty good. He's just not a shooter right now. He doesn't really have like a go-to move. So I can't say like what his player comp. I mean, there's John Moran's out there just because he plays with so much space and pace, but like he's just not. Josh is so much more craftier than Jaden Ivey is.
Well, Jaw's first years wasn't like that, so like you could say Jaw.
Jaw was a more developed player than Jaden Ivey was
For sure.
So I can't say that. Player, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to. I think it's hard to put Ivy. Like I feel like if you gave him like a John, again, going back to John Moran, kind of was thrown around. And it's like I don't think it was that accurate. Like he's hard. It's hard to put him in there because like you're like, okay, maybe it's too much of this, but it's not enough of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think Jaden Ivey's in this conversation though. Like if you had to redraft it, I don't think he's in the conversation for a top 5 pick.
I was gonna put over Jalen Green.
If you combine both draft classes,
I was just waiting till he does a player comp, and I'm like, yeah, I think he's better than Zach LaVine, so let's do that.
Well, what if Jaden Ivey's De'Aaron Fox? Again, De'Aaron Fox is not a 1-to-1, but like there's elements of Jaden Ivey's game that's De'Aaron Fox. Less playmaking. If he's De'Aaron Fox, we all think Zach LaVine is better than De'Aaron Fox. Stop. Just stop. If you thought he was better than De'Aaron Fox, or De'Aaron Fox was better, you would have had him in the top 30. And he wasn't even an honorable mention.
De'Aaron Fox is doing nasty this season right now. So like
understood.
What
What
happens if De'Aaron Fox is on a good team?
He's the leader of that team. Like he's supposed to be making the Kings like good.
Well, Zach LaVine
Yeah,
being
but
the
he's
number one
more than
option
one player.
was going nowhere.
The Kings right now have more talent than the Bulls did with Zach LaVine by himself. It's not even close. It is not even close.
Yeah.
You remember Denzel Valentine had rotational minutes for us?
Yeah.
Do you know who Ryan Archidiakono is?
Yeah, I remember Denzel.
Garrett
Valentine.
Temple.
I remember Denzel.
Garrett
Valentine.
Temple's low key a goat. Don't disrespect.
Stop. And Kobe White. Like no
Hey.
disrespect. No disrespect. No disrespect. But Kobe White isn't like. He's not even Kevin Herter. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Herter's
Respectfully.
nasty.
I'm just saying. Like
Kevin Herter's nasty.
I don't think Zach LaVine's this crazy franchise player, but I think Zach LaVine is Jalen Green's floor. That's not his peak.
His floor.
Wait,
His
his
floor
floor?
is
No,
Zach
I think
LaVine.
that's might be
No,
his
bro.
like ceiling.
No chance, dude.
Wait, what's the ceiling then?
I can't. There's no cap you can put on somebody like that. Jalen Green could be a superstar in the league. I truly believe that.
Like who?
It's hard. Like, 'cause I don't know. I don't want to put a peak. I don't want to put a cap on him.
He doesn't have defense, so he can't
Kevin
be.
Booker. Not like the same play style, but like that level of play.
No, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
I don't see why not. But like, see, I say that with Jalen Green, but now Ben Mathurin's like, oh wait, he's better. Like, what? Where did that come from?
I think it's better.
You didn't even have Ben Mathurin in your Rookie of the Year race, and now he's just better than Jalen Green.
Yeah, but like,
What the fuck is that?
Well, Jalen Green didn't even have a rookie of the year case, and then now he's like even suckier in the second year right now.
It's been 6 games. Like, what do we do, dude?
and then 6 games Ben Mathurin's been balling.
Maybe I'm biased. I
I think you are. Honestly.
I don't think I am. I really don't.
I think
I should
you
be
are, bro.
biased.
Because if we had a draft right now, if everyone had their draft profiles, right?
Mhm.
No one's played an NBA game at all. Draft profiles.
Jalen Green.
Every one of those top 4 prospects, maybe not Scotty Barnes, because Scotty Barnes even like people thought like Suggs was better than Scotty Barnes
Yeah,
before
Jalen
the
Green
draft.
for sure.
I didn't. I thought Scotty Barnes was better. All those guys are going before. Maybe Paolo is the only guy that sneaks into the top 4, but that's it. There's nobody else has a chance.
I take Paulo over JG. Like
Okay, that's fair.
profile. Yeah.
I don't mind that.
But like, yeah, I'd see JG being still a top 4 player. Like behind all that, but
Jalen Green falls out.
Evan Mobley.
Over Jalen Green,
is-
yeah.
No, I understand. I agree.
Okay,
Evan Mobley or Jaden Ivey?
Mobley.
I thought you said Jaden Ivey. I was like, what the fuck?
Jalen
Evan
Ivey,
Mobley or Chet Ogrum?
Chet Holmgren.
I mean, first I need to see Chet play an NBA game.
Okay, just think about the
Yeah,
draft
I'd take
profiles.
Chet all day.
Where is happening on this podcast?
Bro, Chet's like game.
I love Chet going into the draft. You know that I talked highly about
Yes.
Chet.
I hate, and you know I didn't
I
like Chet.
love Mobley way more than Chet. Every day of the week, I take fucking Mobley. Every day of the week.
Chet's 3-point game, all that, like what he was doing.
But I just need to see him play an NBA game. Because either be the best prospect in the world and come out like Anthony Bennett, come out like Michael Beasley.
Okay, what is this? No, we're
I'm just saying.
Okay.
No, that's true though.
It's
But,
like that's a real like situation.
I think the 2021 class is way better than 2022. I think it's one of the greatest draft classes of all time.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
Well, you're just going about Ben Mathurin, but now
Okay, that's not the whole draft class. Does he make the whole draft class?
You were saying he's better than the top
Does he make the whole draft class?
You're saying he's better than one of the top guys.
Does he make the whole draft class?
If Ben Mathurin...
What's the question you just asked?
If Jalen Green...
What's the question you just asked?
If you think Ben
Stop
Mathurin...
changing the subject.
No. If you
Don't
think
change the
Ben
subject.
Mathurin is better than Jalen Green, and I have Jalen Green as the third best player in the draft class...
So one guy changes the whole draft class.
Because you think Ivy's better than Jalen Green?
He can be.
What the fuck is this then? You think the top 3 players in the draft are better than the third guy?
I think Jalen Green's like one of the worst ones on the draft.
Love it.
This is so dumb.
Out of the top 5, yeah. But look how you changed the subject.
How? What chance?
You made one guy trumpets a whole draft class. Like, what is that? What are we doing?
I mean, if we take
What are we doing?
If we take the top 6 players of this draft, it's
The
still,
number one. Okay, he's the number 1, 2 pick. But because I don't have somebody else better than him, that changed the whole draft class.
If you think Ben Mathurin and
Tell me,
Jalen-
bro.
if
Tell me.
you think Ben
tell
Mathurin,
me. Like,
I'm right.
come
If
on.
you think Ben Mathurin,
I already told you.
If
I
you
told you.
if you think Ben Mathurin and Jaden Ivey are better than the third best player, I think is the third best player.
Okay, but I already have him out of the top 4.
What do you mean?
Like, you're like, oh, what do you put
This is
Banchero?
Okay. So
I
then,
took him out of
then
top 4.
my point is that I think the 2021 draft class is one of the greatest of all time. If I think that, right, and I think Jalen Green's number 3, and you think Ben Mathurin and Jaden Ivey's above him, then I'm like, okay, so then you disagree with that take. Like you don't.
No,
agree with
because
that take.
that's only 2 players better than one person.
Okay, but if the top of the draft is that fucking good to you,
Okay, but you have Cade, you have Mobley, you have Scotty. It's better than the
you
rest
think
of the team.
Paolo's better than Mobley?
No.
think-
Wait, Paulo? Yeah.
Oh
for
no,
sure.
Paulo. Yeah,
You
Paulo.
think
Yeah.
Paolo's better than Scotty Barnes?
Paulo's starting in the
You think
2
Chet's
drafts.
you think Chet's better than Mobley?
I need to see Chet play an NBA game. I'm not gonna read him.
I did say that Chet was better than Mobley though.
Okay, so then you guys are
But like
like
they're both the same mold though, so it's not
okay,
like,
but if the top of the draft ain't on shit compared to the
Nah,
top
but
of this draft, it makes the 21 draft.
no, because
But you're changing the whole thing 'cause of one player,
The
like-
2021 goes deeper though. Like there's way more players like deeper.
Okay, name me 3 other guys that are like in the top 7, like with Kuminga and shit. That you're like, wow, these guys are really good.
Bring me up the list again. I forgot to be honest.
Like Bones Highland is there.
Bones Hollins, Surge, bro, pull up more people.
No, I said outside the top 7. So I was top 7.
Honestly,
I don't even know the
bring me
order.
up outside the top 7, top 8, 9, 10.
You have Duarte. It's not in order. Duarte, Zaire Williams, Bones Highland. I'm naming notable names. Jalen Johnson, Sengun, Josh Christopher. I'm blanking. Those are like the most notable names I can think of right now. Ayo Dosunmu.
Io's actually like a really good one.
But if we think about like this, I mean, obviously,
Like
again,
this
it's been
one,
6 games, so these guys can't show
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
But you have like the David Roddies out there, Tari Eason.
Like this class could easily
Dalen
be
Terry.
this class could be better than 2021
I think it has no chance. But again, if you think that, I understood. But again, if you think,
because you still have Josh Giddey, you still have Scotty.
but I think Giddy's is in this conversation. Like I think he's in these conversations. Like
Yeah, but
Giddey's-
like
I think he's that
the
good.
7th pick now wasn't as deep as it's Shaden Sharp, bro.
I like Shaden. Again, I like the class.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I like the class. I'm not saying I don't like the class. The class is very, very good. I think the top of the draft, the top 4 of 2021.
I think the top
is,
10
is no way is it that I think it's 22. Listen, if this ages poorly, I'll fucking take it on the fucking chest.
Okay.
No chance. The top 4 of the 2021 draft is worse than 2022. No chance. No chance in hell.
All right, so it's
And that'd be Paolo, Chet, Jabari, and Jaden Ivey. No chance. It's better than top 4.
okay. Yeah, because Jabari fucks it up, to be honest. But like, Jabari.
Okay, it's been 6 games. How are you saying Jabari fucks it up?
I don't like Jabari though. I'm not.
Okay, but that's okay. If you want, let's swap out Ben Mathurin then. If you want, no chance.
Keegan Murray, Shaden Sharp.
Keegan Murray's great. I like Keegan Murray too. What? I think Keegan Murray's number 4. Sorry, Keegan Murray's number 4. Jaden Ivey's only number 5. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm actually tripping though. I'm tripping. I'll take the 2021.
I know you don't have. You don't. If you disagree.
No.
The 2022 class. Listen. This
No,
segment started because I was like, the 2022 class is so great. I love it. I think they're really, really good. But then he started saying Ben Mathurin is better than Jalen Green after 6 games. What the fuck is this?
I think so, bro.
Well, yeah. If you,
I'm more higher on Mathurin than Jalen Green.
Remember, Jalen Green really has improved. Like you can't just be like, yo, like he's crazy for saying Jalen Green.
I also think KPG is better than Jalen Green.
If I wasn't the main talker of this podcast, I would walk off the set right now. This is fucking insane. This is so
Bro,
ridiculous.
that's literally not even like
This is
insane.
ridiculous.
KPJ is
Bro,
KPJ's having a
Right now or
Bro.
as a prospect?
Right
in
now.
general.
right now.
Okay. I can
No,
do that.
like
If you're gonna be like, yo, that's crazy, like, bro,
As
go
a
watch.
prospect,
I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, let's.
I know KPJ's
watch
been
some
balling out this year,
Rockets.
and I told you that you fleeced that trade because KPJ's gonna have a great year. We've been on this topic for far too long. I like 2021.
I'm a W topic setter because I started a whole fight at this shit, instigating this shit.
This will be a separate video. We'll make it separate. What are we at? An hour 30. Okay.
I'm such a W topic setter. It's crazy.
Before we head off,
we gotta make some TikToks off that shit.
I can't believe this just happened. I just got riled up about Jalen Green. I'm not even the biggest Jalen Green fan in the world.
No, you sounded like you, bro.
I just know.
Like you defended him like he was your own brother, bro.
Because I respect ball, and I know.
I respect ball too, but I
think Jalen Green's.
I just think that you're a little biased.
I think it's the same thing with Cade though. Like early last year, Cade was like being shit on because they thought he was a bust.
But he was still putting up like 15, 8.
Midway towards the season, Cade like showed himself.
Yeah, but like Jalen Green had a tough year. Don't get me wrong, but like
and then like he only had like 5 good games at the end of the year.
He had a great second half of the year. Like after his All-Star game, he was really
I don't know
good.
about second half, but like the ending, yeah, it was really good.
And
then like he came into this year where like everybody was like, damn, the
but like,
preseason
listen,
he's doing good.
you guys know this though about me, about that class. Like I came into that class like, yo, I think this class is like was one of the great
that class is really good though.
So again, whatever. I'll stick with my guys.
I'm really thinking about it now. Like Jaden Ivey can top Scotty.
I just don't think. I think Scotty. Number one, I think Scotty being underrated in this conversation. I think he's that.
No, yeah, but like that's what I'm thinking about top 4. Because now I'm really thinking about the top 4 is like Cade.
Wait, number 3, like in the 2021
like Cade, Banchero. Like when we were like mixing them together.
I take out JG and put Banchero, and then like everybody else, like
I think Mobley's top 3.
Huh?
I think Mobley's a top 3 player.
Okay, yeah, no, but I'm saying like I take out.
The
only person I take out of the top 4 out of 2021 is JG.
And if you have Paolo over JG. 1,000% agree. I get it.
And then like the only other.
If you think Paolo's better than Mobley or Scotty,
three of the top 4 will be out of the 2021. So obviously I'll probably take the 2021.
Okay. I'm glad we had that conversation. I'm so glad we got to settle that. Okay. I just got a trade offer for Team Zeus. It's probably the worst shit ever. Actually, I'm gonna read it live on camera so we can see how fucking disrespectful this trade is.
Marcus Smart is in that trade. I'm telling you right now.
Who was it? Who offered you?
Team Zeus.
Actually, you know what? You know what? This actually is a pretty respectable trade, and because he really wants Devin Vassell for some reason. I have Devin Vassell on my team. He offered me straight up. No, he knows ball. Bro. He's trying to fuck with me. True. Offer me straight up Devin Vassell for Zach LaVine. It's a fair offer, and I like Zach, but I just can't do it. I have to write it up.
You should do it.
Fuck you. All right, spotlight player of the week. Before we get into the parlay, we still have to do a fucking parlay. This is insane. We spent so much time on the fucking class.
Podcast.
W topic setter.
This is insane. Spotlight player of the week. You guys can go first. I have my guy.
Paul George.
I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, I have some stats to back it up. Keldon Johnson.
Oh, is it? Yo, Paul George off one day, bro?
No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna
He was kind of bad the rest of the week, but Keldon Johnson's my guy. You took him? You had him?
Yeah, but I have multiple, so you did.
I mean, I could go other guys too, but I'll
take.
Okay, well, I'll have stats. Number 1.
Why don't we do East and West?
Well, I don't have an East. I had like 2 West guys.
You don't have an East guy?
I could think of one, but you have to give me a second now.
Okay, no. All right, Lewis, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Well, I haven't even talked about Keldon Johnson yet.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, my fault.
What the fuck is this?
It's like you told me to give me seconds. I was
well,
like,
I have to get the East guy.
Boom.
Okay, Keldon Johnson. San Antonio was. I mean, you had him higher than Utah. No one had Utah where they're at now, but still.
Yeah.
I've just been so impressed with Keldon Johnson. He dropped some weight. He looks like he's in great shape. And
Twin.
I just see Keldon. I see Jakob. I see Devin Vassell. He's been hurt, but he had a great few games when he started. I just see that. I'm like, that core of guys isn't a core where you like build. I mean, you build around it, but like it still needs a guy with it, like a Scoot Henderson or Victor Wembanyama.
But it's really good role players, man.
It's just something that you put a star player around that, and they keep growing with them, and now you have like a Celtics light, like again, Jaylen Brown is not. There's no Jaylen Brown. Keldon Johnson could be that. We don't know.
Devin Vassell is actually a really good defender. So like,
but like I'm saying, like they got their Tatum. They already had Brown, and they had Marcus Smart. I'm saying like you already have your Marcus Smarts, your Al Horfords, and I'm in quotations, not the same kind of level player, but I'm saying like that role they fill. And I'm so impressed with Keldon. And here's a stat that I have. The whole Spurs as a whole have been shooting the fucking lights out the ball, but specifically, if I could find these stats, okay, here it is. On most catch and shoots attempts per game and the field goal percentage on that shot, right? Mm-hmm. Number 1 is Klay, and he shoots 24% on threes right now. Klay's not playing that well. Klay Thompson, that is, not playing very well. Actually, I have an East guy now. He's on this list, and I actually want to shout him out. But Keldon Johnson on catch shoots a game shoots 8 a game, which is the second most in the league, and he shoots 44% on catch and shoot threes. He's turned himself into an elite 3-point shooter. He plays with confidence, and the Spurs are behind him. fuck. Pops behind him, and he killed my Bulls. I think he had like 30 on our head, and I just gotta shout him out because I think he's playing well, and I like Keldon. I'm invested in Keldon a little bit. I have some of his cards, so might be a little biased, but that's my guy. That's my spotlight player of the week for the West, I guess. I guess we have the East one now because he has Keldon Johnson too. But go ahead.
No, say your East.
Okay.
Or you want to roll Lewis?
I'll give the East real quick.
I'll give my East. I got
Okay, go ahead.
Spider D Mitchell, baby.
Okay, well.
So I haven't really seen his stats like that.
Team.
But it's I think I'm pretty sure he's averaging like 34 and like 8 and 8 around there, leading the Cavs to really high seed in the East. And we all saw the dunk that he did, and all these step back threes he's doing. It's just crazy. So that's my spotlight.
I agree.
Yo, West player?
West player? No, I gotta think of it. I'd probably say Shea. I give Shea his.
That's a good one.
West players.
I mean, Shea's been balling on. If you want to elaborate more, he's just.
I haven't really checked out Shea, but I know his box score is just insane. I know he's averaging like 30 something with like 8 and 7 or something like that. I'm pretty sure. And well, his team's not winning, but we already know that he's an insane ISO player. He does all his things and for the Thunder, he makes it. And he's literally carrying the Thunder right now. So, yeah.
For sure.
Before you give your two, my East guy. I like picking under the radar guys for this segment. I don't want to pick the All-Star team. But no, these are good picks. Obviously, they've been balling out. But I'll give it to Brook Lopez. I didn't think he'd fucking come out and play this well on the Bucks, and he's shooting the lights out the ball.
Yeah, you fucked me up because I had him in
rebounded.
fantasy. Well, I was gonna get him in fantasy. You're like, yo, don't get him, and then all of a sudden he does this.
Well, it's all part of my plan. But I'm happy to see him healthy again. Obviously, he had back surgery last year, missed most of the year last year. He looked okay in the playoffs, but he wasn't himself. He just looks so good right now, and the Bucks are rolling, and he's rolling. And yeah, Brook Lopez is just my guy. I think he's back to his old self, and he's without Middleton. So when Middleton comes back, it could be even scarier to see that whole team fully healthy and balling out like this.
My East player, we already talked a lot about him, so I'm not gonna go like crazy into it. I got Cade. Obviously, beat the Warriors.
It's a great pick.
He's balling.
Range shot 52%. It's him.
West my West player. Both you guys took my 1 and 2. So I have to
We sharps, thing.
I have to go with Stephen Curry, bro.
Okay.
I had to go to Stephen Curry, bro. He just took my 1 and 2.
Award for Stephen Curry.
Hey, bro.
You could have gone CP.
He did.
Well, you know, Stephen Curry did some evil things to his basketball team.
He did destroy my Heat team.
Miami Heat got fucked
But
up.
we do play today.
Could have said Ja Morant.
They do. You know, my point is, number one, great pick.
But I want to, bro. What Steph is doing right now, bro, is not like getting talked about enough, bro.
It's
like,
not. He has an MVP
he's
case as well. He really does.
Scoring 30. He's only had 120 game. Like,
Yeah,
bro, he's insane.
Just the
almost
Warriors-
getting triple doubles too, bro.
yeah, and he's back to
Like,
shooting like the same.
Why are we not talking about Steph enough, bro?
I think the Warriors are just off to a slow start. It's
For sure.
a little bit championship hangover in terms of like talking about the Warriors.
No,
And the defense is not that great. It's like a bottom 10 defense, so it's like kind of scary.
for sure.
Because
Their
they're
team,
not one
They
of
got
those
the
teams.
mule.
their team hasn't been clicking yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been pretty good though, defensively.
But I do want to ask you guys about the Suns.
What about him?
All the Suns drama. Now they're like 5-1.
I mean, I didn't expect it to go
Devin
this
Booker's
well.
playing great.
I drafted CP. Feel me? It's just a little bit of light work right there.
Devin Booker is a star in this league, and
Superstar.
I'm proud of him and his growth. And I just think the Suns. Again, do I believe in the Suns in the playoffs? No, I don't. I don't think they're a real champ.
They're just a regular season
They're
team.
pretenders.
Think they're pretenders?
They're pretenders, but that
You know what
doesn't
this-
mean they're not a good
You know
team.
what this team reminds me of a lot? And
I'm happy for them. Though.
I hate to say it because I don't want to bash DeRozan, but this reminds me a lot of the Raptors team. That like they just cooked in the regular season. Then when it came to playoffs, they just straight up fucking folded every time.
I could see it.
And their rotation is kind of similar. Like,
Their bench is so bad, so bad. I just
They
don't
literally
know.
have Valanciunas, Aiden, but like obviously not the same player, but like Aiden, Kyle Lowry, CP, DeRozan, D-Book. It's just like
And then you just have 3-and-D guys filling
Yeah.
in the rows.
I like them. I don't love them. In a playoff series, I'd take
the Pelicans.
the Nuggets, the Pelicans,
For sure.
the Mavs, the Warriors, and the Clippers if they're healthy. That's about it, though. Everybody else will probably lose.
Let's
to
talk
the
about
Suns.
Trey Murphy.
Okay, then we're gonna spend
So,
a
yeah.
whole 2021 class. Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones. There you go.
Bro, 2021 all day, man. Come on.
Yeah, get fucking washed. That's a top 10
What
player.
do you mean?
Get fucked?
I said I was running with that class.
Yeah, he did though.
I did.
All right, bro. Keep that same energy, bro.
It's like all right.
Hey, bro, go back to
Nah,
this
keep that
shit.
same energy about Ben Mather and Jalen Green. That's just gonna
Fuck Jalen Green, bro.
that's just gonna age like old milk. Even worse.
Watch it, JG. Like,
Watch me. Yo, clip this again, bro.
Clip this.
Jalen Green's gonna be out the league.
What the fuck?
Well, you keep shooting like that.
Well,
He gonna be out the league.
Here's the issue that I have right now. Because now we're at parlay time, and guess what? 2 games already going on while we fucking do this.
Are you serious, bro? What
Yeah.
time is it?
It's 7:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. Which, by the way, we're filming on Tuesday. It comes out Thursday, so
So that means the Heat started already.
yeah, they're down 8-3, 8-5. Oh, they scored 8-5. The Bulls are up 11-7. Pat Williams has 4 points.
Take the over on the Heat.
Zach has 3 assists. Royce O'Neal has 5 points. So I don't know what the fuck to bet on now. We could bet on tomorrow's games, but that's like we don't know the lineups like that. Could be a little
How many games are
wishy-washy.
left today?
2.
Who?
Here's the most exciting games of the night.
Oh yeah, this is Tuesday, bro.
It's Timberwolves Suns and Magic Thunder. Ooh.
I like that game though.
What the fuck are we gonna bet on Magic Thunder for?
I wouldn't bet. No, but I wouldn't bet. But I want to watch that game.
Okay, but obviously we watch all these games. I'm saying like we have to make.
Let's
a
do
parlay.
it tomorrow.
We can't. We want to do like a game parlay for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how that goes without knowing any lineups. Seeing who's
Let's
starting.
see how sharp we are.
Okay. While I load up our bookie account.
Bet against the Rockets. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe one. Before I load up our account, I want to say that our next episode that we record is gonna be on Sunday because I will be out in Chicago for the next week. So next episode might not be as up to date as this one is, at least because this one comes out on Thursday. But it should still be a great show. I hope you guys tune in and show some love. This has been a fun one as we wrap it up here. Tomorrow's games literally all they have is like money lines, and then they only have 3 games available.
No, yeah, W topic setter right here,
Okay,
bro.
so
It's like Hawks, Knicks, Celtics, Cavs, and then Kings, Heat. That's all you can bet on.
we'll do the Suns and Timberwolves from today.
Okay, so who do you want?
I'm gonna go Suns.
I mean, technically we can still bet on today's games, but it's just not the same lines, and they're always changing.
Suns.
You can bet on the Heat or the Warriors,
The Heat.
and the line's close. You got the Heat.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys are gonna set it because I haven't won a bet all year. So you tell me. You guys tell me.
I go Suns. Let's not do the Heat right now.
Well, no, we can do Heat or the Warriors. We can still bet on it, and the Bulls, Nets. We can bet on it. The lines
Heat-
are literally like so close to
Heat,
each of these games.
Bulls, Suns,
You want to do it for today?
Yeah.
All right. Heat, Bulls, Suns.
You guys decide. You guys
Magic.
decide.
OKC and Thunder.
OKC and the Magic.
Who's
I mean,
playing?
my bad. Yeah. Magic.
The lines are changing as we speak.
Magic.
The favorites are the favorites. Okay, the line's literally so even
Magic.
on the Bulls Nets game. You got the Magic winning.
Yeah. Same here.
Why?
Banchero.
Shea,
Yeah. That's it.
Jalen Williams is back.
Yeah.
The Bronco. Jalen Williams I like too. This
Bobo.
year. This
Wendell
this is
Carter.
close.
Bobo, Wendell Carter.
Terrence Ross.
All right, listen. You guys decide. So it's 4 games on the slate. So you guys pick the 4 winners. Go ahead, tell me.
Bulls.
Bulls, Heat, Magic, Suns.
Okay, this is entirely Matt Lewis. I'm not having any input on this. I don't want to have input on this because I've been the worst bettor
Hey.
in the league.
If y'all would have listened to me, well, I lost the Nuggets one. But when I said Kings and Blazers and I bet Blazers,
The Kings, the Kings let me down. They should be better.
Kings are sorry. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that is that's the bet. So we have the Magic, the Heat, the Bulls, and the Suns. If that's what hits, I am in shambles. I'll never make them bet again. I haven't won anything all year, so maybe you guys will change our luck around. I want to thank you guys for joining, watching. This is it's a doozy of an episode. There's a lot of different shit that just went down in this episode. I can't
W topic setter and Louis, we gotta have him
I
as
can't
a
even-
narrator in the ESPN.
I can't even begin to explain what the fuck just happened in the last hour and a half or more. But again, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on podcast, if you really enjoy it, come to our Instagram at the AllNetPod, Twitter at the AllNet Podcast, TikTok at the AllNet Podcast. Show some love. It is
Remember,
free.
Hashtag love is free.
Hashtag love is free, though. We need a shirt that says hashtag love
And
is free.
clip this.
And
clip this.
it's gonna be a fun one to watch. The Bulls and the Nets. Obviously, I'm rooting for my Bulls, especially if Ben's not playing. So hopefully the Bulls win, and hopefully if they do, you'll see me a little bit happier. And then hopefully the Bulls win in Chicago when I'm there. So that's gonna be exciting. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. That's all net.